Hi.
Yeah.
Unboxed.
No good reason?
Look at the
Okay. Yeah, we got No Good Reason coming up right here with our co-host right here, Brother King X, coming up. No Good Reason. Bringing that knowledge.
Every time I watch
dropping
the news, I bow my head in silence. It make me sick to my stomach to witness violence. I hit the prayer rug deep inside. I'm crying. Lord of the worlds, put an end to all this dying.
And I just want to shout out a couple, random names right there, just, like right off the top. Shout out Project Born. Shout out Madness and Bedlam.
Allah, please help me understand what's
Simpkin
going
Heights.
on. Why these young brothers out here doing wrong? Acting savagely, firebombing women's homes. All of this cause she left your sorry tale alone. 19-year-old boy responsible for mass shootings. Action through Allah is the best solution. Plus these young boys going crazy shooting cops. I give my life to Allah.
Right.
Make it stop.
What up, though, Jake?
Detroit legend Champtown tonight.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
We'll be live in about 8 minutes, y'all.
Yep.
8 people shot for blocking a man's driveway. For kill for Southern
Smash that like, smash the like, share it around, subscribe if you ain't much love.
I got a little random trivia question for all the old school, the old heads right here. Who remembers the gas face? And if you know what the gas face is, there's a reason why I'm asking it. Does Benzino get the gas face or no? Yep. I know Jay Gutta knows the gas face, but I'm just seeing if anybody else remembers the gas face, whether you like them or not. I'm just asking, does Benzino get the gas face or no? Let's see in the comments. Yeah. Hey, what up, though? Chester McFly, long time no talk. Wrestler Samir coming up right here. Out cold. Another random shout out. Shout out to Jack Frost. Shout out DJ Lokes. Awesome, great.
Ain't no question regarding my forte. Manifesting the verse was like horseplay. With a clarity closer to 4K. Nothing less than a God MC ordained. It was all types of things on the floor, man. In the life that a young player portrayed. Ventured into the industry foray. Wasn't sure it was for a G per se. But I knew making music was my thing. And when they was getting bread out the dope game, I was up in the studio, no change. Any other lifestyle seems so strange. And I would never throw salt on your name. If you'd rather be pirates than gang. Lord knows a nigga pay dues with pain, but it ain't never been no shame in my lane. With an attitude like fuck what they think, and that I had to do until some shit changed. A lot of gratitude to who paved the way. Truth is that the whole thing's a phase. Who's to say that the phase ain't a lifetime? Summer days when it rains to the nighttime. Blowing J's with my girl while I write rhymes. She break me off something tight at the right time. But ain't no hitchhiker's guide, ain't no guidelines. Ain't no one to confide in the sidelines. Players ain't gon' complain and they don't cry. One thing about the game, it's a long ride. Let me tell you how the timelines align. Went to California, then I went to NY. Hollywood kitchen sink with my one guy. Really great DJ Quick Compton was live. Brand new J7s on the nigga feet.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Hotel room writing flows with a freak. I'ma tell you what it been like. NY. Maneuver through the 5 boroughs. Manhattan skyline, top of the world. Raw holes, OCO, dynamite too. 3 up, all the shit that we was into. When I got introduced to the GM, never crossed my mind I might meet him. Studio in the Bronx to the AM. That's where I got my grandmaster training. He challenged me to be a greater MC. Showed me how to be the artist haters envy. Make a hit using nothing but an MP. Flash is fast, flashing no fool. One thing that I learned in the NY, go hard in the paint, you could get signed. It's a big world out there, you inside, but you could gonna make it happen if you inspire. Jet planes in the sky, it's cool sometimes. If your loved ones waiting when you touch down. Some cities so lonely when the sun down. Now I J to the stand in the D first. Sometime I might tell it all to you reverse. Make a long story short, it's about thirst. If you a go get it, you gon' have to get it first. I've been summer everywhere, spinning airfare. Pretty women here and there, nigga, hell yeah. Made a living in the business, Hollywood glare. Malibu, Calabasas, I've been there. Skyport, City Star, they know who you are. When you walk through the door, wide open arms. Where the stars stay out the whole day long, and the moon show up before the sun down.
If you don't know Champtown, you need to know Champtown. just letting people know right here. I'm Blatonio, Todd, like 1/3 of the Hood Smoker Podcast. Being an addition from outside of Detroit right here and rocking with the culture on here, you gotta definitely, if you don't know who Champtown is, if he hasn't reached you, you need to look into it because he's here to stay. He's the go-to guy right there. He got many pots on the stove. That's what I'm gonna say. Hell yeah. So, yeah, stay tuned.
What up, though? Welcome to the Hood Smoker Podcast, the hottest #1 podcast based out of Detroit, Michigan. And now, with your hosts, J Gutta, brotherkingx, blatoniotodd, and the rest of the Hood Smoker squad. We don't do no Vlad stuff. We don't do no Adam stuff. We keep packing in the legends, respect them, and keep adding up. So pack a blunt or two, maybe grab a brew and a snack for you, and leave behind your attitude, and get ready as we snap into the Hood Smoker Podcast.
What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? Welcome to the Hood Smokers Podcast. I'm Jay Gutta. We got Brother King X in here. Y'all hear that ringing noise? You know what that means. That means we're about to, we're going to probably switch on over to, we're going to switch on over to the voice chat. We ain't even going to waste no time. Let's get it. Yo, I'm on there, Brother King X.
Okay.
What you say?
What up, though?
Yep.
What
Say,
up,
bro?
though? What up, though? Let me shut up. Turn off the Discord real quick. We live. We got Champtown in the building,
Yeah,
y'all.
we got Champtown in the building right here. Yeah. The man, myth, legend. I've been excited for this one, brother. It's an honor, man. But like he was saying about, like with the technical difficulties and stuff, of like working that out, Yeah.
The Discord, I don't know. I've never heard of it, but I've been messing with it for about an hour.
Yeah, some young streamers put us up on it. They was like, "This is the new thing," and the thing we liked about the Discord was it kind of it brought together like a whole, like brought us all together. Like if you look, there'll be hundreds of our past guests. Like we got legends in there, and people like communicate, network. I don't know why my camera's not working. Hold on.
Yeah, it seemed to be cool, but I just don't, just to get on is a problem,
Hold on, I gotta
Legend.
But we got Brother King X. He'll be tapping in a second too. That's Blatonio. Todd. That's our brother down there in Tucson, Arizona. He's been here to Detroit. He grew up on Detroit hip hop. He's well versed in old school 80s, 90s Detroit hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
definitely.
I mean, I've been following, Detroit hip hop. I'm excited about this because it was like, man, Champtown, Yeah, I've been up on it.
All right. Good.
Yeah, I can't give enough props on the untold story of Detroit hip hop right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like that by far, like I could tell you that's my favorite documentary I've ever seen about just hip hop in general, to be honest,
I appreciate that. Yeah. It's still getting crazy views too. Still.
I watch it like a lot. Like I watch it a lot. That's what I mean. That's why I say it's my favorite documentary right there. And it was like Brother King X, who's gonna be coming in, he's the one who turned me on to it.
I don't know why my camera's not on and shit. Like I was good on the Discord. I'm gonna have to get my engineer up in here. Hold on. Yo, go ahead and chop it up. We live. Shout out Detroit Go Getters in the building. Shout
Yeah,
out Jay, Chester the
Detroit
Fly, everybody in the
yeah,
chat.
yeah.
We got Detroit royalty in this bitch right now. Champtown in the building, y'all.
I was gonna say like Detroit, like
Y'all want me to try the Discord again or something?
No, it's all
well,
good. We can do it right here. We live right now.
yeah,
We got you
yeah, we
blown
do.
up real big on the screen with the flyer next to you and shit, so it's dope. They don't need to really
Yeah,
see us anyways and shit. You know what I'm saying? They here to
yeah.
see you.
This is always the toughest part that we trying to like weed out all that stuff of you know, weeding out all the technical difficulties and all that crap, you know what I mean? But it's all having you on. How's things been, man? Like what you
Good.
got going on? I mean, I'm sure you got a lot of pots on the stove. It seems like you've always had a lot of pots on the stove. I mean,
Are we live now?
yeah,
We are?
good,
We're
yeah,
live. I played the intro, all that, then I tapped in on the live.
yeah.
Okay. So we
So yeah,
live, huh?
yeah.
Yeah, we live right now, live and direct.
Yeah.
We got
But for me,
Champtown in the
yeah,
building.
I mean, like for me, it's like this is an honor right here. This is like,
You see if
you
I
rock with you rock with you're everywhere. That's why I wanted to let the world know is that Champtown, not only as a staple in Detroit, hip hop and everything, man, it seemed like you rock with everybody, man. Like I see.
Yeah, I just want to just break this shit down,
Yeah.
I know a lot of these podcasts, these cats will be on here 3 and 4 hours, man. I got love for y'all. I'm not gonna be on here that long, but we gonna kick some real
No
shit.
worries.
We gonna keep it real precise. We ain't gonna be no bullshit. We gonna get
Nope.
straight to this shit. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about Detroit hip hop, a staple, maybe you could call me the staple gun.
I like that.
You could probably say I am definitely one of the founding fathers of Detroit hip hop on the east side of Detroit.
Bet.
Yeah, it's undeniable. And but I want to give some props to some people that you don't hear about. Because I've been doing this shit since I've been like 8 or 9 years old.
Man, that's what's up. That's what we want to get out there. That's
the
what
first rapper I heard in my hood was my boy Greg Harris. He called himself Shark G. He had this record called Stolen Cars. He was like a Detroit Nelly Male. And I was about like in the 4th grade when I first heard him. He was in a gang called Lomax.
Okay.
And I used to want to be like the nigga. So I used to say I had a gang called Baby Lomax in elementary school. But Shark G, it was the first Detroit rapper that I heard in my hood. Later on, he made a mistake and shot himself in the head. But he's actually doing good now. He's doing great now. Then it was MC Word. He was another fierce ass MC from over there off Gunston, over the Nashville area. KDC was his DJ. And another crew that a lot of people don't ever bring up is the Out Cold crew from the east side of Detroit.
OCB.
The Out Cold crew. I used to do shows with them at the B Odyssey Hall before it was Timbo's.
Yeah.
And then we got to give it up to my man BMX. He called himself Ron Dada right now. BMX. He was in the Fresh 4 crew. They toured with Curtis Blow, UTFO, LL Cool J. These are people that you don't hear about. You don't hear about DMX, the Fresh 4 crew. You don't hear about Shark G. You don't hear about MC Word. And another brother that was back in the day when I first started. Y'all know him as a singer. His name is Cadillac Dale.
Oh yeah, shout out Cadillac Dale.
Man, yeah, Cadillac Dale.
Cadillac Dale.
Shout out Cadillac Dale. I've reached out to him.
With I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. Who used that? Harlow and shit, right? Jack Harlow. Cadillac Dale was a dope ass MC.
Indeed.
A singer. He was a dope ass MC.
Okay.
And he always had one of the coldest voices that I ever heard in Detroit, as far as the MC go. And if you go back to my 1991 EP, Step On Up, a brother named Dale. That's him. It's Cadillac Dale.
Okay. Man.
So, and when we talk about the East Side with all those rappers I just named, we must discuss the Beast Crew, the Black Man,
Oh,
Mr. Glide,
yes.
T-Bone Jones, KDC. This was a group of DJs, and I was the 9 or 10-year-old rapper that showed up in their basement. These DJs was playing everything from techno to progressive to they were playing every fucking thing. And I kind of brought the hip hop flavor to them. And then, eventually Mr. Glide was my DJ. And then I added T-Bone Jones. So I had 2 DJs. Black Man kind of served as a manager type thing. But Black Man is like the coldest mixer. Like, fuck all that scratching and shit. If you want to get down the straight up mixing, no one can fuck with the Black Man, Disco Dan, James Harris. No one on this planet can fuck with that man mixing and his partner, Hot Mix being Quaken. Those 2 are the best mixers that you ever heard, ever. So you got to give it up to the Beast Crew because the Beast Crew was like the hip hop Motown, but it was 2 headquarters. The first headquarters is the Black Man basement, and the second headquarters, which was on 6 Mile, in 6 Mile area, right down the street from Dairy Queen. And then ironically, another location was on 7 Mile in Hamburg. That's T-Bone Jones' basement, right across the street from another Dairy Queen. So it's just weird that these 2 headquarters both had Dairy Queens in them.
Okay.
And, most of the stuff started in the Black Man's basement, and then we moved it over to T-Bone Jones for a lot of meetings and arguments and putting each other in check and keeping it real. And then, this is about the time when Kid Rock showed up, courtesy of the Black Man. So, I just always want to make sure when I say I'm one of the founding fathers, I mean that shit now. And I can't be challenged on that shit either. Because if you're from the east side of Detroit, you know the real story of how this shit went down. So I want to give a shout out to MC Word. I want to give a shout out to Sharp G. I want to give a shout out to a brother named Dale, aka Cadillac Dale. I want to give a shout out to the Out Cold crew, and I want to give a shout out to the Beast crew. I want to give a shout out to the Fresh 4 crew and my dog Ron Dada BMX. Let's get this shit straight for the record on the east side of Detroit. Flat out. I am a founding father of Detroit hip hop. I've been doing this shit since I was 8 or 9 years old. And later on, I say by 7th grade is when I connected with the wicked nigga they call Esham.
Yeah.
Now, Esham was in a group called the Death R Crew, which was.
So you educating us too. Yeah. So you educating us too, and that's what we're thankful for too. So like shit we may not have known about. Yeah.
Esham was in a group called the Death R Crew, which was his brother James. He ran Real Life Productions. He was a cold ass rapper. I mean, let's don't get it twisted. James was a young hustler. This motherfucker was like in middle school driving sprees, wearing gold cables, wearing Gucci shit, wearing Louis shit. He was running around with White Boy Rick and Steve Roussel, these drug lords on the east side. Young Jake, we called him Young Jake. He was a rapper. He called himself Fresh West. His cousin Arrow, he was in the group. And Esham, he wasn't really rapping. He started to bust a little verse here and there, but he was a beatboxer. Now, when I first met Esham, he was in the Death R Crew, and I was in a group called the Beat Boys. The Beat Boys consisted of myself, my boy Jerome, which we call Rapid Romeo, my boy Sean Van Hosen, which we call Shiny V. He was from New York, and my boy Ridiculous D, my dog Delvin. We was the Beat Boys, and I had a beatboxer by the name of Larry Joe, R.I.P. He passed away. So my wife's brother, he used to be standing in for the beatbox. And actually, his father was the first person that took me to a recording studio when I was like, you know, in the going from the 5th to the 6th, I believe. He was the first person to take me to a real recording studio. Shout out to LB, Larry Brooks. He passed away as well too. Larry Joanne, his father, passed away. But the Beat Boys was a group of a bunch of little rappers. Jerome was the oldest. We eventually went and got Mr. Glide to be the DJ for the Beat Boys. And we had a little battle with the Def R crew at the park. And it made me realize that the Def R crew, they had songs, a handful. We only had one. And we kept singing that one song for months. And it's like, man, we got to tighten our shit up. And it actually encouraged me to start going solo. So I started doing my solo shit. It's the rapping champ. That's what they call me in the hood. And the rapping champ turned into nigga champ because everybody be like, that's that nigga champ, that nigga champ. It turned into that. Then when Eric B and Rakim dropped Paid in Full, they say, who you rolling with? We rolling with Rush Town Management. So I used to joke around with the Beast Crew and be like, we rolling with Champtown Management. And that's how Champtown came about.
Okay.
That's how the name Champtown came about.
Yeah.
But Esham was in the Def R crew, but they went to different schools. Esham transferred over to Von Steuben, and he became my beatboxer. That's not a bad thing. Right. So a lot of people think when you be like, oh, Esham used to beatbox for me, it's like I'm looking down on him or something. No. Esham was good as Dougie Fresh. Let's don't get this shit twisted. Esham was good as the human beatbox. He called himself Rockbox. Esham was insane on that beatboxing shit. He was insane. All right. So due to the fact that I left the Beat Boys and I was still cool with the Beat Boys, no falling out or nothing. I just grew. They went to other street shit. They did other things. My boy Rapid Romeo became a DJ. And since Esham crew was at other schools, me and Esham clicked up and everybody thought me and Esham was a group, but we wasn't. Esham was just supplying the beatboxes for me while I destroyed hundreds of rappers. So the whole battle rap shit back in the day was real. It was off the top of the head.
Yeah.
They don't do that shit now.
Right.
No,
they don't.
Favorite MC. They all got shit.
It's karaoke now. It's karaoke now.
Well, it's karaoke WWF too a little bit.
The freestyle off the top of the head when you fry a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And you do shit while you rapping. It was just a real time. That's the era I come from. That's where I come from. And you know, I don't know what this freestyle shit is they doing now. I don't know what it is. You know.
Yeah.
But Esham used to hold the beatbox down. Then later on, he started tightening his rhymes up. He had this cold ass rap called MC Nightmare, and then he had another rap called I Got Juice. And from those records, a little bit shortly after that, was the birth of Movement Words from Hell. So
Damn.
So I mean, a lot of people don't talk this shit because they wasn't fucking there.
Right.
You can't talk about shit you don't know about.
Right, real talk.
Amen. Yes.
Was a handful of us. That's it.
Yeah.
Was a handful of us. Everybody yelling legend, 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 legend. They throwing the word around a little bit too weak. Too loosely.
Right. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
Like our brother Jalil, said like too loosely. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Shout out to my man Jalil. That's my man. Ecstasy was my dog too. You know.
Yeah. Oh
the
man.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame fucked up by not giving Houdini. You know, everybody in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I think, deserves it. But from them missing over Houdini, that's a bad thing. They should have never been missed over. Not Houdini, bro.
No. I mean, and like Larry Smith, who produced them and stuff like that, man. That
greatest producer. And Larry Smith and Rick Rubin was my favorite producers in hip hop, hands down. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's back in the day, man. So I'm honored and to be from back in the day. because I know all the bodies at, because I killed a lot of the niggas. I want to give a shout out to my man Drunken Master too.
Yeah.
Oh,
was back in the day.
yeah,
When I start traveling out of my hood a little bit, going deeper on the east side, Drunken Mass was in that bitch. And he was fucking around with like Maserati Rick and them and shit like that back in the day. And he would call himself B-Boy X. And he had a cold ass record on the radio, Lost in the Shuffle.
We was talking about that.
Shit out of that record.
He talked about that when he was on.
Yeah, with
definitely OG status in this motherfucker.
Yeah, he talked about that when he was on. About that.
Yep.
With us, yep, exactly.
Yep. He definitely fucking OG status. Shout out to
you know what? Because I was telling Blatonio Todd about the original version of 50 Players Deep. I was telling him how I didn't have that beat originally, because I heard it originally back in the day on one of his mixtapes.
Okay. Drunken was putting in work, bro. So I want to give a shout out to Drunken Master, man.
Salute Drunken Mass right there. OG.
But yeah, it's been a long crazy thing with this Detroit shit. Like I say, I'm proud to be from that era, from the beginning of this shit. You can't fool me. You can't make up bullshit, because I'm gonna check you on it. Because like I say, 80% of you niggas wasn't there. You wasn't there. I repeat, you wasn't there. So now the West Side is a little bit different. The niggas I heard that was making mad noise on the West Side is a nigga that you don't hear about, West Chill.
West. I know West. I grew up around the corner.
That motherfucker right there is probably one of the coldest over there.
That Kid Rock used to be his DJ back in the day.
That's what I. Okay, that's how I remember
West
Chill. Yeah,
West
like
Chill. And then from there, you know, Jack Frost and all those
Jack
cats,
Frost.
they were fucking around.
Hey, you know what? I actually lived around the corner from those guys. I grew up around the corner from them.
Yeah, but you know the crazy thing about it, I get it when these people, when everybody do their interview, I guess it's their time to shine or whatever. I just don't know why people don't really drop other people's names and give the props like I did with the founding people that was a little bit before me to the people I was running with. I don't know why people try to erase other people out of history. The shit is gay. And if you're guilty of it, you're a bitch. And you shouldn't do bitch shit trying to erase people out of history. Whether you like me or you don't like me, you will respect me, because no matter what you say, what you try to do, the history still remains solid. You can hate Champtown fucking guts, but I'm the founding father of Detroit hip hop. Bottom line.
Without a doubt.
Love it or hate it. Facts. So I just don't know why people don't give other people their props. It's the easiest thing you can do. It don't cost you a dime. It just costs you a bit of realness. Give a motherfucker their props. I don't understand. I don't understand it. I don't get it. And that's
it
why
doesn't even cost no money to do
Detroit
that.
rap shit is all over the board, because there's no balance there and no one's really telling the truth about shit, because everybody has in their own mind what happened, but it's only the facts that really took place.
Amen. And it don't cost a dime, you know, like to just, you know, show some props, you know, give some love, some recognition, you know.
Yeah. You down there in Tucson, AZ, huh?
AZ, yep.
And fucking good year. I like AZ.
Right? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yo, out here, man, I got you, man.
Yeah, I know you've been all around the world, haven't you, Champ?
Yeah, I have, man.
My bad for getting on late, fellas. When I went through some shit where I had to re-download Messenger and update it from my browser, all types of crazy shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know how that be.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas smoking? Because I don't smoke. Who's smoking?
I'm smoking right now. I don't know why my cam ain't working.
I'm actually on my weed right now.
Okay.
Yeah. I came out to the D, and Jack Frost pretty much checked me on, you know, you call yourself a hood smoker. And I was like, He
Pour
challenged
yourself a
like
little
the
smoke.
recent thing, which
Jack
was me.
Frost the smoker
Yeah,
for
I
real.
paired up with him. Yeah, and it was like, yeah, I was like, me and
Yeah,
Dice had
Jack Frost, my man.
yeah,
Shout out to Jack Frost, man.
that's salute Jack
You
Frost,
know,
man.
I
Yeah,
love the Detroit hip hop scene, man. You know,
yeah,
a lot of cats really put a lot of years in, man. I just wish we would have learned unity a little bit better back in the day.
Right.
Everybody was just trying to go for a top spot. There wasn't really a spot available. What needed to happen was everybody needed to transform into a Megatron type thing and come up together and really do. We should have been Atlanta before Atlanta thought about it.
Right.
You know
true.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And you know, that's the only thing I hate about it. But I think a lot of us grown as men and figured out the fallouts and all that shit. The one thing I hate about the music industry is falling out, man. Mostly everybody you come into the game with, you end up not being cool with them no more. I fucking hate that shit, bro.
yeah,
You ain't lying.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody make mistakes, man.
Yeah.
Everybody. I've made them. Still
Yeah.
making them. You know, it's about how you recover from it. All you can do is apologize. If someone accepts your apology, cool. If someone doesn't accept your apology, cool. You got to learn from your fuck up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I try to be perfect, but we not. We all wish we were. But you know, if you shoot for it, when you come, you know, halfway of it, yeah, you could be a wonderful motherfucker. But none of us is perfect, though. You know what I'm saying?
True. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, dog.
But what I know you ain't doing no 3-4 hour interviews like we've had before, like with Jack Frost we was just talking about. He was on here for like 4 hours. We've had him on 3 times.
Yeah, but yeah, the reason I don't want to do one that long because I want to come back. I
Facts,
want to
yeah,
come
no.
back when shit is
Yeah.
cracking, when shit is popping. Like I'm
And
on here now because I got
we-
some shit bubbling. But I want to come back when the video or the second video or the third, I want to come back with purpose. That's all. No
Right,
disrespect.
no, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because we can talk 10 hours in this motherfucker. But
Yeah,
I just want to keep it fresh for you and me. Make it make sense.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That's
absolutely.
all. No disrespect, no
No.
ego, even though I'm the egomaniac. No ego. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you good on here, man. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
the egomaniac.
yeah. Like,
Hey, those heads for sale, champ?
Yep.
What can I get one from?
Yep.
I gotta hit my man up there, make him. I'll hit you up.
Yeah,
All right.
speaking of the hat,
Yeah,
that movie right there,
Yeah,
they bring that up a lot
because I'm the one
we got
who
a lot of guests.
I'll put everybody up on the documentary.
Yeah, we
on
got
that.
a lot of guests from other
I
states.
appreciate that too.
like I said earlier, it was like, yeah, it was Brother King X right there. He told me if you haven't seen the Untold Story of Detroit hip hop, you need to. I was like, wow. And
Yeah.
we did it. Yeah.
No, what was so dope about it, it was like most of the people I seen in there, it was like I knew and
Yeah.
grew up around them. Grew up around the cats.
Right.
Okay. Word up.
Not
Word
to
up.
mention we've had on this
You know what
show
I'm saying? Like
Dice,
Jack Frost, Dice, of course, Dice the homie. You know what I'm saying? I didn't play so many shows with Esham between Detroit and Colorado and New York. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
played a couple of Gathering of the Juggalos. So I was like, when I seen that, you know what I'm saying? It was like something to educate the world on Detroit hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was like, I was happy when that came out because our story needed to be told. You know
The
what I'm
right way.
saying? The
Yeah.
right way. Not from the 8 Mile perspective, because no, Detroit hip hop didn't start with 8 Mile. It didn't start with Eminem.
Right.
Hey, we was on 6 and Gratiot doing shit, so I don't know, you know. To 8
I like
Mile was
how
the
we
divide
do it.
line where I come from. Every time we crossed 8 Mile, we was fighting and running from cops. You know what I'm saying?
That's how it was back in the
You
day.
know, that's how it was.
And that was
Where
on
I'm
both
from,
sides.
you know
And
what
that
I'm
was
saying?
on both sides of 8 Mile. That was East and West 8 Mile. It went from
Oh,
both
yeah.
ways, both sides.
Yeah, it was you could do some shit over there, and they couldn't even come across the street.
Right.
Like if you
Yeah.
do some shit in Warren, you can run across to Detroit and stick your finger up at the cop. You know what I'm saying? Because you made it over the borderline. You know,
That's
that's
like
what I felt
that's
from,
like
you know?
if I'm on 8 Mile and Evergreen, I'm on this side of 8 Mile, I'm in Detroit. Once I cross the street, I'm in Southfield. I do something over there, I just go back over across the street. Oh,
yeah.
I'm in Detroit jurisdiction.
Yeah, that's real. That's how it was. So, you know, with the hip hop shit, I try to stay in my lane. I know what I've done for the hip hop. I know what I've done for the culture. I would shock a lot of people if I told them everything that I've done behind the scenes. It's crazy how I push the culture forward. I speak highly on what I know about the East Side. I know the hitters on the West Side, but I can't speak on their history. You know, you got to talk to West Chill. You got to talk to Awesome Dre.
Jack Frost,
Well, I'm
Awesome
from
Dre.
Southwest Detroit. I know we kind
Versus
of
Amir.
our hip hop scene
Versus
wasn't
Amir.
as big as the East Side and the West Side, but we grew up on like the same music. Like we had Planet Rock. It used to be on Verner. Then they moved it to Springwells. Now it's shut down. But over in Southwest, so we always had all the underground shit, all the Detroit shit. Like I remember copping Jack Frost and J to the D the same day, the cassette tape back in the days. You know what I'm saying? So,
Smiley. Oh yeah.
This is like
Most wanted.
I heard.
It was a great era, man. It was a great era.
I remember seeing Detroit music back in the day in the late 80s and early 90s in the gas stations. I remember when I was living on Dexter and Joy Road, I went to the gas station one day, seen Boomer Words from Hell, Homie Don't Play, Writing Poetry, Tricks of the Trade, Awesome Dre. I was like, oh shit, okay. Who thought that?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Like for us out here, it was like Prince Vince. We first like reached like on an HBO special.
Yeah, we got to give love to Prince Vince. He a real one too. You know, he come from the Jack Frost, West Chill. All them guys was pretty tight. You know.
Yeah.
Hip Hop Force dancing in Awesome Dre video. You can't hold me back. You know.
Can't hold me. Yeah. Not hold me back. Yeah.
Which is a classic album I still own to this day.
Frankly speaking, frankly speaking,
but
man.
like we had a lot of guests. Like I like to say that when somebody wants to know about Detroit hip hop, I always tell them like just watch the movie Detroit Untold Stories of Detroit hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've told many a guest that like the Lynch Mob. We've had JD 3 and Dazzy D on, and we got KD coming on. And like I told them all the same thing. Shout out DJ Los. He's in the chat right now. Shout out Los.
DJ Los.
You gotta give Los love, him and Easy Beat.
But yeah, that movie definitely, like, I feel like it.
They had one of the coldest album covers in the history of Detroit rap. That fucking DJ Los, that fucking cover. That shit was out cold. Shout out to Los. Shout out to World One Record. That shit was a movement over there. With him and Dice and fucking
Chaos and Maestro.
Shit. I mean, shout out to DJ Los. For sure.
Yeah, salute, homie. Yeah.
Brothers, man, at the fact, because I'm from Motown.
Love, man. Motherfuckers writing for Bobby Brown and all types of shit, you know?
Damn. Yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, salute, Los.
Brothers, man, at the fact, because I'm from Motown.
So what you got in the works now, Champtown? Because I know you always working, dog. You never stopped and shit. I mean, what you got in the works right now?
Or that you can let us know, because of course, you know.
Yeah, what you can disclose to the people.
Well, I'm trying to think. There's so much going on, man. I gotta balance it out. All right, we're gonna start with the rock album. Champtown and a Big and Stout Band, which is a band full of females and one big nigga on the mic, basically. Something fun, something very energetic, something very real with some hit records on that bitch. Rocker at Heart is the name of the project.
Rocker at Heart.
That because that's what Sammy Haggar named me. He said he's not a rapper. He's more than that. He's the rocker at heart. So that's the name of the project, Rocker at Heart. I was done with it. It was going to be an EP, but after talking to my dog, Uncle Cracker, a couple weeks ago, it was some songs that we used to joke around with while we toured in the early days of Kid Rock. only that me and him know about, and we talked shit and we giggled and laughed about him. And he told me that I must put these songs on the Big and Stout album. So I have producers whipping up the last 3 songs. It was gonna be an EP, but we're gonna make it an album. So Champtown and the Big and Stout, Rocker at Heart, that shit could come out tomorrow. It could come out next month. It's done. It's about to drop. Video's about to drop. Promo's about to drop. Rocker at Heart by Champtown and the Big and Stout Band. And this is straight up rock and roll. Highly influenced by my brother Sammy Haggar. Yeah. And a lot of people don't know that in 1990 and 91, I was actually Body Count's first roadie.
Oh shit.
So
shout out Ice-T.
Transformed from Ice-T OG album and to come back and start doing Body Count. And by me being close friends with Prince, it really triggered me like, wow, this shit is crazy.
Hey, when you talking, now you talking my language, talking Body Count. I am the biggest Body Count fan. I
so
even got
being Body Count's first roadie.
I got the original with Cop Killer on there.
If you got to get the bitches, you bring them to them. If you got to sell the shirts, you got to make sure the mic's right. Got to make sure the water there. Make sure the hotel. Whatever I had to do to tour this country with Ice-T and Body Count, that's what the fuck I did without selling my soul, though. There will be no soul selling in this bitch. But I was Body Count first roadie. So the Big and Stout era, because this is the Big and Stout era. The Big and Stout era is highly influenced by Body Count, Prince, and Sammy Haggar, the Red Rocker.
Shout out Sammy Haggar.
Yeah,
it's a straight up rock project, man. Straight up rock and roll project. No bullshit.
Now you don't have to answer this. So does that mean there might be an appearance of Sammy Haggar? Well,
I don't know.
Are we? Okay, good. Yep. Okay.
I don't know, but I know whenever you go to Cabo for his birthday, you always usually see me and him rocking that bitch hardcore.
Yeah. No, I've seen a lot of pictures.
Supposed to be a Champtown Sammy Haggar tour. We supposed to do some, but you know, the powers that be in the politics.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes, you know, as much as my brother Sammy may want something, other people don't think it's the right time or it's right. I don't know, but Sammy's my motherfucking boy. That's like my brother, man. Sammy's my man.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's dope, dog. I mean, there's a legend. I mean, that ain't using the word loosely. You know what I'm saying?
Like how far do you go back if you know, like, yeah, like how far?
Haggar, we've been tight for about 19 years.
Yeah.
I met him through Kid Rock.
Okay.
He was at a show in Pioneer, and I don't know what it was, man. Me and Sammy Haggar just hit it the fuck off, bro. It's like some people you meet, some people come in your life, and you know the first 30 seconds you were supposed to be in that room to meet that person. It just happened. I mean, weeks later, you know, he was actually in Minnesota when I was teaching college classes, fucking doing scholarships with me. You know what I'm saying? And then I was in Cabo running this Cabo Wabo radio for him. Cabo Wabo Tequila, we were going to do a massive black audience marketing campaign that I was going to be in charge of, but he ended up getting into it with Sky Baca, who he ended up selling a percentage of it to. They didn't really understand Sammy authentic ways of how he liked to do things. And they just was all about a money grab, put it in the store, do this, do that, but didn't want to stick to the authenticity of what he does as far as the Cabo Wabo Cantina and the themes with his stage show. So he broke away and he just said, you know what? Just buy me the fuck out. Give me another 120 million or whatever. Just buy me the fuck out. So he left Cabo.
Okay.
Wabo. He left the tequila. He sold it to him. And there was a clause in his contract, I believe, that he couldn't do another tequila for like 6 or 7 years. So
Oh,
he
damn.
did Sammy's Beach Bar Rum. Then when it expired, he did Santos tequila with Guy Fieri. They had the tequila Santos together, and now he's doing Red Rocker Lager, his new beer venture, which he pulled me in, and now we have Champtown Big and Stout.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
That's what's up.
Now, eventually, I was supposed to be under the Red Rocker Brewing umbrella, but unfortunately, one of the guys is a crook that's kind of running it. But Sammy Haggar is my brother, though.
Yeah.
Sammy Haggar brought me into the beer business. So Champtown Big and Stout will be dropping under a new label. Sammy Haggar has Red Rocker Lager. Champtown has Champtown Big and Stout. And, you know, Sammy Haggar introduced me and brought me into the beer business.
That's what's up. Yeah.
Detroit said, DJ Low said salute to Detroit Pioneer, love you Champtown with the
Yeah.
fist pump.
Love you too, nigga. Love
Salute,
you too, nigga.
salute Big Yellows, homie.
It's
Yeah.
all love, dog. I do. We get a true Detroit like history lesson. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to know about Detroit hip hop? This the man
Yeah,
right
but
here,
the
Champtown. You know what I'm
Champtown,
saying?
yeah, Champtown Stout right there. That's what's up. I mean,
You know, the Untold was so hard to do, man, because what I wanted to do was something nobody else had ever done. Now, this is something a lot of people don't know. When I first started doing the Untold story of Detroit hip hop, I want to give a shout out to 2 people in Detroit that was so instrumental, because I was in Arizona at the time before I came back to Detroit. I was in Arizona.
oh shit,
And
like Phoenix or no?
I was in Goodyear.
Goodyear. Okay, Goodyear.
Yeah, I was in Goodyear. And it was 2 people that really helped me when I first set out to start doing the interviews of the Untold story of Detroit hip hop. 3 really. The Black Man, he had this location called a Black Hole where we conducted a lot of the interviews for the first run of it. So I want to give a shout out to the Black Man. Always
Salute.
give a shout out to the Black Man. Just like Reverend Run is the son of Curtis Blow, I am the son of the Black Man Disco Dan. Let's make that clear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
DJ Los, he was a real hitter for me when I first started doing a documentary. He opened up his roller day. Anybody I need to get a hold of, he was there. Anything I needed for video purposes to edit, Los was there. And Mud from 5L, that crazy motherfucker, he was there. Those guys were very instrumental in helping in the beginning of getting the Untold story of Detroit hip hop off the ground. And I always want to give them respect and love. Now, there's some things I want to clear up about the Untold story of Detroit hip hop so people can understand. Because you know, even though my boy Mud, he was busting my balls saying I was taking too long. I wish I would have took another year. I think if I took another year, I would have made an absolute masterpiece. This is me. You guys can help me. You can chime in and give me your thoughts. I feel from a scale of 1 to 10, I might have hit an 8.5. I feel if I would have waited another year, I would have been off the chart. I had a few things that I wanted to do. I wanted to include a few more people that I didn't get to get. I wanted to actually do a segment with the DJs, with like DJ Henhouse and a few other DJs.
Yeah, that would have been dope. That would have been dope.
I wanted to get the Outcold crew. There was some more things that I wanted to do, but the artist was like, man, how many more of us gonna die before this documentary comes out? A lot of people don't understand the business of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I could have dropped the documentary and put it on YouTube, but that ain't what the fuck I did. That shit was on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
I was one of the first niggas on Tubi before. Now everybody's on Tubi. You know, I was one of the first.
You ain't
ones
lying.
on
You ain't
Tubi
lying.
before anybody was on Tubi.
Yeah.
You know, so I had a vision because the main thing was to get our story in front of the biggest audience we could, so people can stop playing Detroit like it's a local thing. You know,
Yeah.
and you see now, we love Sada Baby. You know what I'm saying? We love Icewear Bezo. We love all, Babyface Ray. We love all these hot little young Detroit guys, but it was guys like me that went out here and took all the knives in the back and fought with the radio stations and the MTV programmers to make a day for them. When I go to a Pistons game or anything in Detroit and I hear one of them guys' records, man, it brings so much joy to my heart because that's all we wanted. Now, I was able to pull it off back in the day. You go to a Public Enemy concert, hear a Champtown song banging in the arena. I was able to pull shit off, but man, boy, it was hard. It was fucking hard. You know what I'm saying? So to see where Detroit is at now, I like to feel I'm slightly responsible for helping, you know what I'm saying, to really push the culture forward. Now, what a lot of people didn't know is I wanted to do a deal with the Sundance Film Festival for this thing and make sure all the Detroit rappers got flew out and did it the right way. Now, Ice-T took me under his wing and invited me to Sundance for the Art of Rap premiere. And I learned a lot from that while I was in the editing process of the Untold. My daughter actually edited the whole movie, and I want to speak about that too. So what I want to say about the documentary is that Sundance came to me, and a lot of people don't know this. They were like, look, you're the story. We researched you. You are the genuine article of this whole Detroit shit. From Kid Rock to Eminem, Esham, all roads come back to Champtown. Let's cut everybody out. They were like, fuck everybody. Let's just do a Champtown documentary, and we'll give you $150,000, and we'll do this big Sundance Film Festival release, put it on the channel. I'm like, no. Because at this point, I probably interviewed 40 people. Now, what do I look like having everybody hyped and geeked that their history about to be shown once and for all on Sundance, and it's just my ego tripping ass for 2 hours talking about my life. You know what I'm saying? So I told Sundance respectfully, no. Why can't you give me a deal what I'm doing? And so we can push all these other artists. They were like, no, either you or nothing. I said, well, nothing. So I kept pushing. I had one investor, rest in peace, my man Jim Flatch. Had my other little boy, Little Butch. He threw some bones up. Shout out to Little Butch. Oof. Shout out to him. These guys helped. Didn't know boys. And nobody told me I got 5,000. They go 10. They go 1. Nobody. I didn't ask for no money because to me the interviews was worth more than the money. So if you sit in front of my cameras and gave me an interview, I'm blessed, and I thank everybody that sat down and did an interview for the Untold Story of Detroit Hip Hop. But I just want to let y'all know it wasn't easy. So when you call me saying why it's taking so long and you're not sending me $1,000 in the mail, shout out to the rapper Danny K. Near the end, he sent some shit to get some shit edited and stuff. He sent a few chips in, but that's about it. You know what I'm saying? And that's not me asking. These is people like, man, what do you need? How can I help speed this up to get this fucking thing out? Everybody wanted to come out, but nobody wanted to help. And I'm not knocking on my Detroit brothers. I'm just keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, when it came out, I didn't really see a lot of my Detroit brothers pushing the film. But that's okay, because I know I created something that had its own legs. So whether you push it or not, motherfuckers is worldwide watching the Untold Story of Detroit hip hop. I got fucking Chuck D narrating it. So whether you do nothing, or I don't know what it is about this jealous envy bug in Detroit. I don't get it, man. Here I am sacrificing myself, saying no Champtown documentary. Untold Story of Detroit hip hop is a must, and it comes out, and niggas don't even promote it or push it or drop it on their pages or what the fuck? It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I delivered a classic. So I just wanted to say that to let people know that I didn't sell y'all out. I still put the Untold Story of Detroit hip hop out. I would have liked to wait one more year to do some more researching and some more things and write. And that cuffs, there was a lot of new cats coming up. I would have liked to have something about Blade Icewoods, a few things I would have liked to do to make it a full, complete package. And I think I fell short. I think I give myself 1 to 10. I give it about 8.5. I wanted to do a 12. So I wanted to say that, and I also wanted to say, as far as the creation of it, there's probably gonna be a lot of video leaking out on the Untold Story of Detroit Hip Hop. I got over 70 hours of shit. So it was almost impossible to put 2 hours down. To be honest, I couldn't do it because I was too close to it. So I had to have my daughter, shout out to Kayla Unique, that traveled with me and went through all of this footage and got to know the people and see the personalities. I let her edit the whole movie. I stepped off. I had to. Now, maybe one day I might go back in and make a director's cut. But you know, when you got 60 hours worth of interviews, you gotta write a story. You have to make this shit line up. So a lot of people was like, man, I was only in it for 1 minute. I was only in it for 30, I was only in it for 30 seconds. I was only in it for 2 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck? I wasn't even in it that much.
Yeah.
If you really look at the documentary, I wasn't really in it that much.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying?
No, real talk,
So
yeah.
I tried my best to include 60 different people, and it still wasn't enough. It's just never enough with you niggas. It still wasn't enough. But it's okay, though. You know what I'm saying?
We support that shit.
My daughter, unbiased, wasn't as attached to it as I was, sat at a computer while I fed her chicken wings and whatever she needed to get her shit going and pump her up. She put this shit together, man. And like Chuck D said, she did an incredible job editing that fucking documentary. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now,
Definitely.
I want to discuss the poster.
Okay.
Because my good friend Jerry Flynn, shout out to Jerry Flynn, he was one of the only motherfuckers out there promoting the shit out of the Untold Story of Detroit Hip Hop, and he still promotes the shit out of the Untold Story of Detroit Hip Hop. Shout out to Jerry Flynn.
Shout out to you.
He really wanted to be on the cover.
Oh shit.
If I designed the cover, I probably would have made sure Flynn was on it. I talked to DJ Los about a year ago. He told me his disappointment about him not being on the cover. And I'm like, dude, fuck. Los was in that motherfucker a whole lot.
Yeah.
His father, who I honor,
Yeah.
shout out Carl.
Carl Wood Smalls,
I
man.
mean,
Carl Wood
Los
Smalls,
and his
shout out.
father, their story deserved the time. They were in it a lot. And Los, man, for you to trip about the cover, Los, you wasn't on the cover, Los? What the fuck? I want to speak about the cover. I handed it to my man Tin Bug, Chris, over at Tin Bug. You gotta let shit go sometimes. You know, when you're so attached to it, you can't just keep overseeing and take that out, put that in. If I did that, this shit is still never, it would have never been out. My daughter had to fucking be unbiased, set with 60 hours of footage. I write a script out. She write it with me. My boy Soul B, shout out to him. He write it with me. Here go the script. Go through the footage. Piece this monster together. She did that shit. I couldn't have did it. I would still be talking about ski missing. Oh my God, mud ain't jump right. Oh, I need Eminem picking boogers. He needs to flick a booger. Oh, I would have been, because I know so much, I would have been killing myself because I would have felt I kept missing shit. So my daughter did an excellent job editing it, and you have to trust people. You put people in positions, you got to trust them. My man, Chris at Tin Bug, he does all my fucking artwork. As you see, this shit is cold as fuck. Champtown big and stout. I just tell him what I need. He get the shit done. He did the same with the logo and the cover. The logo was made by my man Brandon Cooper. Shout out to my man Live Fly, aka Brandon Cooper. He made the Untold Story logo, but
Yeah.
the poster
Okay.
was done by Tin Bug. I didn't tell him no direction. If it was up to me, this would have been the poster. Just
Right.
no. He said, no, I got an idea. He put the heads on there. Bam. This is great. Boom. So Los, I wasn't around saying put his head, put my head. I didn't do it. My man, he's hired to do a job, and that's what he did. It's a white guy. He's a marketing genius. He knows how posters should look, who should go. That was his pick. He did it himself. I had nothing to do with the poster of the Untold Story of Detroit hip hop.
Yeah,
Just
Los
wanna
put some
get-
praying
get
hands
that
and
love
laugh
out
out louds and 100s in there. So yeah, Los showing love. So, shout out DJ Los. Yeah.
That's my man. That's my man.
Yeah.
That's my man.
Hey, believe it or not, the first time I heard your name, Champtown, was on the House of Crazy song. Cause they had shouted you out.
Oh,
That's
That's right.
crazy. You know, House of Crazies, which is now Twisted, right?
Yep.
Right.
yeah.
You know,
Mine is,
Paul was my dude, bro. He was so quiet back in the day. But every time I battled a motherfucker, Paul was in that crowd watching me.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why it's them quiet motherfuckers you gotta watch.
Right.
Because Paul was a quiet genius. And he knew where he was going and what he was doing. So Paul would watch me battle. My man who was in the House of Crazies, the black guy.
ROC.
I'll see.
We used to go to war with that guy at the boys club. Like they were new, they moved over to the boys club. We over here, you know, we used to like almost fight the motherfuckers. Brian,
You know
Jones,
that's
back
you
in the
know
day.
that's Esham cousin.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Man, I don't know that. I
Yeah,
never know.
that's Esham
I
cousin.
just know Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just know he moved over there, and at first we didn't get along, but later in life, I kept seeing Brian. Man, I love that guy. Brian's a great kid, bro. He's a great guy. You know, I don't really know the Jamie guy in the House of Crazies, but I know Brian
Yeah.
and I know Paul. And I was extremely close with Paul's brother, Jeremy. Shout out to Jeremy. So, handful of white boys that were really in the hood. So, yeah, man. Crazy, you say House of Crazies. They turned into Twisted. And Paul I thought was a quiet genius mastermind.
What to watch out for.
Yep. He was at all my battles, man. I used to see him at all my battles.
Yeah.
No doubt. Yeah, that movie, like I said, we always when people ask about Detroit hip hop, I always send them like to that movie. I tell them go watch that. You know what I'm saying? The Untold Stories of Detroit hip hop, and I feel like that was the closest thing like that really broke down, really like did highlight like a lot of the real legends that might have been overlooked and shit back in the days that was making noise. You know what I'm saying? That really was talented.
I put Gangsta Nip on it.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all, pumping it up like that, man. It got legs of its own. But when you guys specifically tell a guy like Gangsta Nip or tell a guy like, lynch mob members and, it really strengthens it. You know what I'm saying?
DOC.
I mean, it's going down.
Yep,
It's a
DOC.
class.
We put
Yeah, we put
DOC up on it.
Yeah.
Shout out DOC and shit for me.
DOC. Yeah.
And see, and that's what I liked about the Untold Story of Detroit hip hop, because it didn't leave nobody out. Because a lot of cats,
A few people, but I didn't want to.
Right, but pretty much,
whether we got along or not, I tried to include everybody, bro.
Because pretty much when it comes to documentaries from the YouTube shit I seen on Detroit hip hop, everybody seemed to want to leave out like ICP and other cats, you know what I'm saying? Come on now, ICP just as part of Detroit hip hop history as everybody else.
Everyone was.
Yeah.
If you go back and look how long they've been around.
Whether you're a fan or not.
Early day. Yep. And they held their ground, I guess Esham basically brought them in. And but yeah, I know Esham basically brought ICP in. during the time when I brought Eminem in.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's no question about that. ICP, Kid Rock, and Eminem was all invited in a very professional manner to be a part of the Untold Story of Detroit Hip Hop. ICP replied, and we weren't even cool.
Right.
But they came and did it.
I figured out of all three, I knew they would have replied.
At first, they were like, fuck that. The first year, they was like, fuck that. But then, I guess, like you guys, see my hustle, see what I'm doing. And then, you know, when you realize it, they like, man, you know what, man, call Champtown back, man. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. As you grow and you get to really seeing my moves, and if you pay close attention, I may not be that guy that you thought I was. You know, this ego shit is a persona. And some people take it like this motherfucker is really an egomaniac. Now I am. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
But I only flex ego upon a motherfucker that needed to be flexed on. A motherfucker that acting like they know so much and die, you know. So I have to turn into the egomaniac to put a motherfucker in their place so they can realize you got a long way to go, motherfucker, because you're not even 6% of what the fuck I'm at, or what the fuck I did, and who the fuck I helped. Calm it down. I'm the egomaniac. So it's flexed upon other motherfuckers with little egos, and they can meet the greatest ego of them all. Only when needed. But other than that, if you know me, I'm a straight up person, real motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's a persona. But sometimes as humans, we have to be careful about getting sucked up in the persona, though. It can be dangerous. It can be dangerous, bro. Fuck around and lose your wife and all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? By letting that persona suck you up a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
But you gotta be, you know, like I say, we all make mistakes. And whatever mistake you fucking make, you gotta be ready to deal with the consequences. Because you never know what hits somebody in their heart real bad that wasn't even bad to you. That's when the humanity come in. As humans, we have to be better and really start thinking about our movements and what we say and what we may do for ourselves that can be a very selfish thing that may not be cool for your close loved ones around you. You have to really, really think about that and be prepared for the consequences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real talk. Yeah.
We
Damn.
lost Boss, bro. Boy, that was a rough one for me. You know?
Yeah.
I went to that funeral. That was
Yeah.
rough. That was rough, man. You know, Boss was a legend, man.
Yeah.
My girl, the Fusion, she really looked up to Boss, man, and you know, and that was hard. That was hard, man.
Like certainly a staple. That's all I was gonna say, man. Like, yeah.
Rest in peace.
Come with it. I know y'all got some questions. Ain't nothing off limits. So
Yeah.
you know.
No, you kind of left us a little bit speechless with that. Yeah, because I mean, yeah, for real, like Boss. So yeah, it was like, man, that was a tough one right there.
No, yeah, I see you seen how much love she really had, but where was all these stars, you know, before? You see all that love she had. Like I seen people like Bun B coming out. I seen artists from all over the country, like mainstream artists coming out when Boss passed. You know what I'm
DOC, I
saying?
think, even mentioned a little bit of it too. Yeah. Yeah. So, nice.
Yeah, we had Paul Hussein out here, and he was talking about actually like new music. Actually, was they were working on and shit like that they had coming out that was supposed to be dropping. So I don't know if he's got some stuff in the vault or whatever and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but
Yeah, I know the Fusion and Boss did a record together called what was it called? Street Credibility, Street Credible Record. That's definitely stashed in some of my Straight Jacket record vaults though. But
Right?
yeah, Boston and Fusion did a record, man, and it was a wonderful record, man, to see them two get down on a record together. Because a lot of people say, they could tell the Fusion was influenced by her. So for them two to finally collaborate, and Boss wasn't easy to get on. It took her a while to say, okay, I'm gonna do this. You just ain't calling Boss getting her on a record. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
yeah, she's definitely gonna be missed, man. She was a good friend, man. I like Boss.
yeah.
Good person. Yeah.
Yeah, rest in peace. Chester McFly, homie from Philadelphia, he wanted to know if you had a YouTube channel. He was wanted to know.
Oh,
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be restructuring a lot of things coming up soon. Right now, I think it's under the itis.
Okay.
That was my old podcast that I was doing. It's on, it's kind of on vacation right now. Not sure. Hopefully, we come back. I don't know. Probably not. I'm not sure. But it's under the itis.
All right.
ITISZZZ. The itis. Like you fall asleep, you get sleepy after you eat too much shit. You get the Z's, the itis. Yeah, that's the Facebook page, the itis. It's some stuff on there. It's some nice interviews on there. A few old school shit, but I'm gonna be restructuring all that shit here soon. Here, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so moving from the rock album, there is a rap album.
Yeah.
It's called Perpetual.
perpetual.
Perpetual is the name of the rock album. I mean,
Will
the
you be
rap
on
album.
tour?
It's an all hip hop album, and it ain't no fucking game.
Are you going on like a tour run, hitting some cities and shit, and performing it live?
Depends on what and who. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
like to fuck with the legends. You know what I'm saying? Like there will definitely probably be some Ice-T and Body Count and Champtown and Big and Stout dates in the Midwest. He on his way overseas now for Body Count this summer. When he comes back, maybe some of his off dates, we start trying to plot some Midwest shows. So there's gonna be some Ice-T Body Count, Champtown Big and Stout shows, definitely.
Yeah.
I like to roll with the legends, man. I toured the world with Public Enemy couple times. I don't know when the next time Chuck and Flav gonna roll out, but we'll see if it lines up with the release of Perpetual. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like to fuck with the legends, man. That's my thing, man. I really love fucking with the legends. That's my thing. So
Yeah.
depending on who rolling out, what's cracking.
Hell
Man.
yeah.
Definitely, I'm conditioning myself for touring.
Yeah.
So yeah. Because at the end of the day, even if the legends don't roll out, and I know what these records are about to do, I'm gonna have to hit the road anyway on my own. So I like to roll with the legends, but I ain't like Ice-T say, I ain't turning shit down but my collar.
Yeah. Shout out Ice-T again. Shout out our West Coast homies and shit.
Oh yeah.
Any questions, Blatonio Todd, being from Tucson, Arizona? How'd you get up on Champtown, dog?
I don't know.
Like,
Like you could share with us of like any kind of stories of any legends you like rolling with that would be hilarious that you could still remember to this day right off the bat that you could share.
Man, so much of that shit you're gonna have to get the Champtown book for that, bro.
Right. There's a whole book. Yeah.
Off the cuff, I couldn't hit you with it, but it's a lot. That's why I had to write a book, bro. I had to write a book for that same reason what you said. Now the
Yeah.
book, it might actually come with the rap album. They might be packaged together. I'm trying to figure that out now. But there is a Champtown book coming, and oh man, there's some insane stories in there.
Okay.
Insane stories in there.
All right. Yeah. No, I figured
Yeah.
you had plenty, but I was just like, yeah, if you had one like right off the bat that
I don't know, man. It's so much, man. I don't know. I don't know where to start, where to go, man. Shit. I
Yeah.
had to
this
think
the man
about
who
it.
made the
I had to
movie.
see what comes up, man. I had to see what comes up, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some funny, some not funny.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
Like I remember actually here in Detroit, Was that like 96-ish? We was opening up for Run DMC at the Palladium. It was one of the last shows at the Palladium. And I remember this white rapper named K.I. He was up there doing a song called Where the Waitress At? Where the Waitress At? And I think Hush was trying to hype man for him. They started throwing bottles at him.
Yep.
The crowd was ruthless, bro. They wanted to see Run DMC. And when you drag a crowd out and they're there from 7:30 and it's 10 o'clock and Run DMC ain't came out, you in the danger zone.
Yeah.
So I had to come out right before Run DMC.
That's
I
dope.
remember Bushman there. I remember TJ there. I actually think TJ announced us on stage that night. Kid Rock came and shit.
Okay.
Blue, I just got off tour with him during his Polyfuse Method days, but he came to support, and man, sold out. It was crazy. Back up against the wall. Man, we tore that fucking place down, and this is video footage of this shit. So bad.
Oh no.
Run DMC road manager pulled a plug on us in the middle of our set.
Oh damn.
Damn. Tore the
And we
roof
were
off
doing
that
a
motherfucker.
song dedicated to Run DMC called I Used to Think I Was Run. And when we dropped that song, it was like we was the headliners of that motherfucker. And they just snatched the fucking cord out. They
Stole the
pulled the
show.
cord, took the records off the turntable. Now, luckily, I was trying to change myself around and become a CEO business person, because if that was 3 years prior, it could have got dirty with Run DMC road managers. They actually probably wouldn't have made it out of Detroit. And I'm just keeping it real, you know.
Yeah.
Fact.
And because a lot of people didn't know my affiliations with certain people until I hit gangland. I never talked about it. I never bragged about it. It's just one of them things. If you grew up on the east side of Detroit, ain't nobody jumping on Champtown. Ain't nobody ain't none of that shit happening. And to this day, ain't none of that shit happening. None of that shit's happening.
No.
So you never knew how closely I was affiliated to certain people.
Yeah.
And them boys got lucky that day. That they got real lucky. But the crazy part about it is the song that I did that had the building about to explode. Years later, I think Uncle Cracker was singing the shit to Run DMC. They was on tour with Aerosmith and Run DMC. Him and Kid Rock was singing. They were singing a song to Run DMC all the time. And I think they remember that's that fucking song that almost destroyed us in Detroit. So Reverend Run reached out to me and asked me to rewrite it for his solo album.
Oh damn.
It's the first song on Distortion, the Railroad solo album. I wrote it. If you get the CD credit, you will see written by me, the whole shot.
Damn. That's what's up. Yeah.
So you go from pulling a plug
Yeah,
to having me write the song for you on your solo album.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that was a gem right there and shit.
So when we toured with Kid Rock on the Rock and Roll Revival tour, I made Reverend Run the king of the ego. You know, sometimes they say you never want to meet your
meet your heroes? Yeah, yeah.
I've been blessed. My idols been my friends.
Yeah.
Prince, Chuck D, and Ice-T. R.I.P. to Prince. Chuck D and Ice-T are like two of my closest friends to this day. It's like I talk to Ice-T every day. Every day. Whether it's a quick text or a messenger reply or a phone, we talk every day. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy that when I was a kid, I used to look up to Reverend Run. before he was Reverend Run. When he was Run and LL. LL's cool guy too. Met him a few times. But Run, I loved him. But man, his ego was out of control. Man. But I liked him so much. I thought it was funny to watch him ego trip. I just thought, like, this is what all rappers gotta have ego. Don't get it twisted. Every fucking rapper, you better have an ego. You better. You better. So Run to me was the king of ego, you know? So I was calling him King of Ego, King of Ego. And then I got on Instagram and I started hitting him with King of Ego, King of Ego. And Rev Run blocked me.
Oh shit.
Rev Run blocked me. So I said, okay, well, since Run don't like this fresh ass name, I think the King of Ego is one of the freshest names. Well, fuck it. Champtown is now the King of Ego. So I'm the King of Ego now.
I likes that. Hell yeah. Reverend Run.
Reverend Run, yeah. I just watched fucking Crush Groove the other day and shit. I always
Talk
throw that
about
movie out.
Awesome Dre ass, since y'all want to hear.
Shout out Awesome Dre,
We
yeah.
on tour.
Shout out Awesome Dre. Yeah, we go. Yeah, I want to hear this.
Awesome Dre, you my brother. You motherfucker. Awesome Dre, you motherfucker. Awesome Dre, me, him, the fusion on this tour and shit, right? And this is before all the cannabis stuff was huge here. Yeah. Vancouver, Canada, I think was the first place on earth where this weed shit was insanely cool. This is 1999, 2000.
Yeah.
I guess these fuckers grew this shit. They came back, these white guys came backstage with like garbage bags full of weed to give to the rappers.
Oh shit, yeah.
Now, Public Enemy, they don't smoke.
Yeah.
Champtown don't smoke. You know,
and we talking with like Professor Griff was rolling with him too, right?
Champtown Big and Stout, though. I will drink a Champtown Big and Stout.
Yeah, that's what
I don't smoke, though.
Shit.
Maybe a cigar on a special occasion. But Awesome Dre ass, that nigga smoked like a chimney. So they give Awesome Dre these garbage bags full of weed.
Yeah.
We're on a tour bus. We have to get across Canada back to the United States, which was Washington, Seattle, and Portland, and that whole little run over on that coast. I don't know what the fuck Awesome Dre did. I told him, I said, Dre, you cannot put that weed on our tour bus.
Oh shit. Yeah.
This motherfucker went to the store and got some bounce or some bounty, or I don't know what the fuck he did.
Fabric soft.
But when we crossed the Canada border, I saw Awesome Dre happy as a 4-year-old child. And I didn't understand, why is this man so happy? But when he got back to Detroit, that motherfucker was doing cartwheels because he got all that fucking weed back.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit.
Awesome Dre, you could have destroyed our lives in Canada on tour, motherfucker.
Forever.
Smuggling Vancouver weed back to Detroit.
It's that Canadian border you gotta watch. It ain't Detroit. They're letting you slide. It's Canada.
We got blessed. We crossed that bitch. We made it. Shout out to Awesome Dre.
That remind me of that. That remind me of that.
Awesome Dre kicked the door down for Detroit hip hop on a major level. MTV Raps, going at LL, going at Mo D.
Oh yeah, Mo D.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he really put Detroit hip hop on the map.
Yeah, he told us about how he bumped into Kumo D, like after he did that and all that. He was telling us about it.
Yeah. But I bet you didn't tell you he was on tour with me. I bet you didn't say that.
No, actually, I do think that he mentioned that, like when I asked him, because I asked him, like, did you ever run into him? And I think he did, like, kind of name drop it. And
yeah, man.
he was saying about you guys went down to the Hollywood, and he goes like, Modi's like acting like
and
this
we was
motherfucker
rocking that bitch. And actually, Andre 3000 was there and was like, man, y'all motherfuckers is killing shit. And Andre 3000 they were supposed to do a song together called The Dre's. It was supposed to be like Awesome Dre, Andre 3000, and some other Dre. I forgot who it was. But 3000 was down. He was loving Awesome Dre. He was loving him. He was loving him. House of Blues, California. That's when Awesome Dre met Kool Moe Dee.
Yeah, and that's where they kind of like met each other, and it was like it seemed like there was gonna be, but they was laughing at the end.
They was
like,
laughing.
oh, this
yeah. It was
that's
funny.
how he goes that he goes down there and like Modi's like this motherfucker, and he goes this motherfucker. Then they just gave each other handshake and dap. Yeah, like.
Yeah, I remember in the early days, I was backstage at the Budweiser Superfest with Peggy LaBelle and I believe Hammer was on the bitch and Kool Moe Dee was on it, and I was real cool with Kool Moe Dee, and he kept asking me about Awesome Dre, like he was concerned because don't no motherfucker come out with no album cover putting guns in niggas' head.
Right.
He was
Back
concerned.
then,
like, what's up with this Awesome Dre guy? Like, is he? You know, I say no, he cool guy. Blah blah blah. He say, man, he's had no killer. They're like, Moe Dee was concerned. Man, he gave me his address, man. He begged me to mail him Awesome Dre cassette. Begged. And I didn't do it the first month. And he kept calling, man, what's going on with that cassette? So I finally mailed it to him and shit. He really wanted that Awesome Dre cassette, bro.
Yeah. That's what's up, yeah.
Salute Christopher Jordan in the chat. He said, Champtown, you're inspiring. That's our he's in Tucson, Arizona, but he's from Staten Island and shit. Hip hop, very fucking old school. He brought Cool Kim from the UMCs on the show from Staten Island.
Oh, UMCs, they was dope back in the day. Oh
yeah. Me and Christopher Jordan go way back. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a nice little movement back there in them early 90s, man, with UMC and who was that? Who got the props? Who got the props? Who was that?
Oh, Black Moon.
Black Moon. Yeah. Souls of Mischiefs.
Buckshot Shorty. Yeah.
Souls of Mischiefs. All them. Those were the groups that really influenced Proof. Okay, you know they really influenced Proof. That whole the whole hip hop shop movement. See, that was a little different for me. I don't knock it, but I come from the battle rap stage where we battle rapped in Von Steuben Playfield. They would make a big ass circle with about 400 people, and I would be just tearing motherfuckers up.
Yeah.
I took it to Osborne Lunchroom, me and Esham. But keep in mind this, me and Esham was in 7th grade with IDs to get into high school. So we would skip school from middle school and go to Osborne and just destroy every fucking 9th to 12th grader. Yeah. And we were only in the 7th grade, 7th to 8th grade, you know? Osborne IDs, you know?
That's what's up.
That's a real battle rap and shit. The hip hop shop I hung with Proof of them. And, you know, it was something different, you know? Right. But what I saw there was a lot of guys wanting to be New York, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. Thank God for Souls of Mischiefs, because they was from the West Coast, but I guess they kind of had a New York vibe. But I just saw a lot of Detroit guys wanting to be New York, so I couldn't get with that. I was always an originator. You know what I'm saying? Esham was an originator. West Chill was an originator. Yeah. Detroit Most Wanted was an originator. Awesome Dre was an originator. Yeah. Smiley was an originator. Yeah. The Untold crew was an originator. Yes. You know, these guys was originators. What's that guy? Eddie B back in the day? He was an originator. J to the D. Detroit was so fucking original. I just really had a problem with a bunch of Detroit niggas at a place acting like they in New York. That's just me honest. I'm just being honest. Because we didn't have to do that. We always been ourselves, but it worked for them. I guess that's their thing. Another funny story is when me, Proof, and Eminem went to jail for shooting hookers and crackheads with paint guns.
Oh, shit. So you was there.
No, it was my paint gun. It was my ideal. It was my creation. You know, 8 Mile, these motherfuckers make these movies, and you know, to me, 8 Mile is Eminem running around Detroit acting like me. That's the movie. I
Gotcha.
was the leader of the pack.
Right.
Eminem
Yeah.
might have been Cheddar Bob or
Right.
Chaos Kid. His
Okay, yeah,
partner
I see.
Chaos
Okay.
Kid.
Yeah.
Maybe they refer to him as Cheddar Bob. I was
Yeah.
the leader of the pack.
Yeah.
Right.
That was yeah. So that was yeah.
I was the leader of the pack. Not Eminem. I was the leader of the pack.
Yeah.
You can ask Mud. You can ask anybody that was around. So, I mean, I like 8 Mile, you know, for what it did, but for them to portray the world of Detroit like that, I don't jock it. You know what I'm saying? But I understand business. I understand that the record companies made this persona about trailer parks where we know there's no trailer parks in Detroit. And
Yep.
we know Kid Rock doesn't come from a trailer park because when I met Kid Rock, he was setting those 60 acres in a mansion.
Yeah.
But he's in videos acting like he's from Trailer Park. You know, his parents owned the biggest Ford dealership in the United States.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, do what you got to do. It's hip hop, I guess, like it is now, has turned into the WWF. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm not knocking nobody on their tactics of business. You know what I'm saying? But
real
let's
talk.
make it clear. My boy Terry Davis, my video director, gave me his paint gun. He gifted to me the same paint gun that I'm shooting in the Dude I Dippity video. It's my paint gun. It was Eminem Lincoln. He was driving his big Lincoln boat. And one day I just rolled the window down and just started shooting motherfuckers. It's me. It was me. Let's make it clear. Let's make it clear.
Yeah.
Straight Jacket Records, the crazy nigga Champtown,
Yeah.
just went up and down Woodward and was shooting fuckers with red paint. So when they get hit, they think it's blood, and some people fake and fall out because them paintballs hurt. You would probably think you shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Proof was like, "Oh shit, let me do it." So it became a game.
Yeah.
And we rode up and down 8 Mile. I mean, up and down Woodward for weeks, only shooting hookers and crackheads. Because I felt I was helping the Detroit cops clean the city up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was winning every time. You know, 5 Ella came sometimes, you know, a couple other guys came that Proof no, but I had the best shot. I shoot a nigga in the head from fucking 3 blocks away. Bah, right in the head. Bah. So Proof got mad because I was winning another episode of the paintball shoot.
And you
So
said Shady was driving, right? Marshall was
jumped
driving.
off the car and just shot a bunch of Wayne State rollerbladers. I said, Proof, that's not the game.
That's not the that's not the game.
Because the cops don't care. Now you're shooting students. I'm gonna tell you what happened in the middle of Woodward. The Wayne State School Police, the Highland Park Police, the Detroit Police, about 8 cop cars surrounded me, Proof, and Eminem. And they wanted to know who paint gun was it. Now, I guess stereotype can go both ways. Because those black cops stereotyped Eminem. They instantly knew that this white boy thought of this bullshit, but it was me. They beat the shit. Listen to me. Them cops beat the shit out of Eminem. They fucked him up.
Yeah.
Kicking him, throwing him down to the ground. They gave Eminem the business. Ripped his shirt up. The cops fucked Eminem up because they thought that it was his ideal with the paint gun. So stereotypes can work 2 ways, right?
Yeah.
You know? You can be a black guy, oh, you did this, you black guy, go get, and we get our ass kicked. But this time, it reversed. The black cops beat Eminem up and took us all to jail.
Yeah.
Now, they didn't even know what to charge us for. I have created a new crime that has never been thought of. So they say, let's get these motherfuckers for felonious assault.
Okay.
That's the crime they wanted to get us for.
Felonious assault. All right.
Felonious assault was the crime they wanted to get us for. But this is the problem. They brought the hookers and the crackheads to the lineup.
I'm already laughing about
And
this.
they all pointed at the wrong motherfuckers.
No.
They didn't remember, was it me? Was it him? Was it Proof? They all pointed other people out. So they were pissed. They were still trying to make these charges stick. So they talked to the Wayne State students. And it wasn't looking good. And thank God my uncle, want to send a shout out to HB, was like one of the main homicide detectives during the time in Detroit. And he was able to pull some strings and get me, Eminem, and Proof off of that bullshit with no more court, no more anything. You know what I'm saying? So that's another story for you. That's
oh shit! Yeah, that right there I was not expecting.
Yeah, no, we appreciate that, and I know the people in the chat, they showing the love, they appreciate it too and shit. That dropping gems. We got Champtown in the building, y'all. George said smooth criminal shit.
Yeah. We were what? How old were we there? 19, 20 young kids, man.
Yeah. So Marshall was driving, right? You said Marshall
was driving the big blue ugly Lincoln. His mama gave him.
Yeah.
That motherfucker was cold though. It was roomy as a motherfucker in that bitch though.
Did y'all really hit the cowhead and shit? Because I know I was part of that movie Detroit. They were shooting Detroit Gone Wild back in I think it was 2003 or 2004. And we had shot some video footage over there by that cowhead. And I know that was in the 8 Mile movie. Did y'all really pop that up with the paintball gun?
That had nothing to do with anything.
That was just,
It had nothing to do with anything. Just like 80% of the 8 Mile movie. Only thing it had to do was to make Eminem look like the Rocky Balboa of Detroit.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That he came in this
what
city.
I liked about your documentary too, by the way, was
And it's not a diss to Eminem.
No, it didn't happen. Yeah.
You know, Eminem is one of the greatest wordsmiths in the history of rap music. Can't take it from him. He put words together that I didn't even think rhymed. Right. Can't take it from him. My only problem is when Detroit history, hip hop history is being documented, it should be documented correctly. It's all right if Kid Rock say I'm from Romeo, Michigan, and my father was rich as fuck and was a multi-millionaire and he didn't like niggers, but I ran away.
Right.
Because I wanted to do rap with my black friends, and that's what I did. I didn't want to cut this big ass yard no more. I want to rap with my black friends, and I'm running away, and I'm going to go live in Detroit. That's a great story. It's okay. You don't have to say you're from the trailer park. It's okay if Eminem say, I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. I came up to Detroit when I was 13, 14, 15, whatever the age it may be. I lived in Centerline. I lived in Warren. I lived in St. Clair Shores. Right. I did live in Detroit for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For a few months.
Facts.
This Marshall Mathers house is not the house I grew up in. Right. It's okay because the skill in the hit record overpowers all the fucking media and all the press. You don't have to do it. You can just say who the fuck you are. I'm Eminem. And I hung with Proof. I hung with Champtown. And fuck it. Yeah. He's still gonna be Eminem. It's okay. Right. It's okay. So, I know a lot of the press hypes it up. And I even heard he was battling people in Osborne. Like, who? Battling who? I don't, it's not a knock. It's not a knock.
Yeah. It's just fact.
Okay to make sure our document it properly. It's okay. That's all.
Yeah. That's why another thing that I think was dope about the Untold story of Detroit hip hop was how you addressed the Eminem, like, well, the people addressed the guests, the people that were on the show and shit that you had that were displayed that knew M from the streets, like how you knew M from the streets, the real Eminem, not with the media painted and shit, the picture the media painted.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like it wasn't like like where they tried to, like you said, the Rocky Balboa type thing. He like pulling out the gun and all this stuff. It was like no, that never happened.
Not around me.
Like you said, like with the paintball story, even it's like that's your story. It's like
It's my story. 100%.
your story.
It's my
So,
gun. It's my idea.
yeah.
100%. 1,000%. Unchallenged. 1,000%. My
Yeah.
paint gun, my ideal. 100%.
Yep. Yeah.
100%.
But so like Eminem got his ass beat too. Like by the cops beating his ass.
They beat his ass for sure. They beat his ass.
So,
The first time, that's the first time Eminem and Proof ever went to jail. Me, I probably been in jail as a youth maybe about 30 times before that, because when you're little, you always can get out. You know what I'm saying? They grab you, call your parent, you get out, put you in the glass room, stay there for a few hours. But when your ass start turning 15, 16, when they start saying we gonna trial your ass for an adult, I cut all that bullshit out fast. I have no criminal record. None. Zero. I have taught college classes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we gotta grow up. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the street shit. Some of us don't ever want to grow up. I'm guilty of it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I still look young. I don't want to grow up, because when you start acting old, you start looking old.
You becoming old.
You start feeling old. And I learned that from Prince. I learned that from Chuck D. I learned it from Ice-T. Those guys keep going, bro. Prince went to the end. These guys keep going. Now, if I want to just sit back and just do nothing and don't condition myself like I've been doing over the last year, walking 10 miles, 5 miles, get myself together, because I almost had let myself go. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, you look like you're 50, but you really walk like you're 70. Your mind state is at 70. I've seen some people 50 that ain't looking great, bro.
Yeah.
They're not looking great. So it's a thin line. Do we grow up? You better grow up on the right shit. You know what I'm saying? But I guess it's okay to kind of keep a mentality and to stay young, but that can get you in trouble too. You gotta find a balance.
I like that. I like
your
that.
age and who you are. You gotta find that balance.
Because I'm sure you've probably met a couple people, which I have, where it's like then you learn they're younger than you too. And they're like, oh yeah, like you wouldn't know, and it's like then you find out they're younger than you, like
yeah, and you're like,
dang. And then so that's what I'm saying. It's like, no, it's all what you said. I feel you on that, because it's like, yeah, you can't think like an old person though. Yeah, not like have that wisdom, but yeah. You said I felt that. Yeah, then you start looking old. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
Or it sucks getting old. They keep saying that. It sucks getting old. I never say that shit.
Right.
But these people like younger than us.
Yeah.
So.
Where your boy in the middle go? What's Southwest though? I don't see him.
What up, though?
He's back.
Hey, you know what? Speaking of that, I know a little dude that I knew was 12 years old when I was grown, 20, right? I run into him years later. He like, Nate. I'm looking at him. I'm like, damn, this dude looking older than me when I know you younger than me. When I was grown, you was a kid.
Right.
Yeah. That's some real talk, like you say, like the balance. Yeah.
Gotta find it, man. And it's hard. I struggle with it once in a while. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Want to stay cutting edge, want to stay young, want to feel young, but you got to make sure your responsibilities is up to par. And what males at our age always end up doing is some type of stupid shit. It's gonna happen. We gonna do some dumb, stupid shit, bro.
Yes.
We got a question from the
Especially
chat if you want to take any.
Yeah.
Christopher Jordan wanted to know if you had any advice for the little shorties coming up in the game, young up and coming artists. You know what I'm saying? Any young MCs?
Oh man. Oh shit, man. I'm about to put my head back into the music industry because it's something I haven't done in a few years.
Right.
Directing films, directing Morris Day videos. I'm actually about to direct Morris Day next video with him, E40, Paul Wall, and Jazzy Faye. I'm about to direct that video for my ride soon. So I'll be back in the director's seat here very soon again. So I'm studying the game. And what I've always done since I've been in the game is always found innovative ways to promote and do things. I'm there with little man. I'm just trying to, I don't want y'all to think I'm going over the board. Like back in the day, you can ask Chuck D. I'm the first person that put videos on DVDs and handing them out at music conventions and had green wax. I'm the first rapper to ever have a picture disc on wax. I've always innovated and motivated to outsmart the major labels and to show we don't need you motherfuckers. Okay. Now to little man. I'm trying to figure out this new thing going on. We are in the YouTube age. And this is scary here because if you ask me to give you some advice from what I'm seeing, I would just tell you to get a bunch of darts. And what I mean is make your material and make your content the darts and just throw darts out there, bro, and see what catch. Because these record companies are idiots. All they're doing is looking on YouTube to see who got the most streams. Now, like I know, you can buy fucking streams.
True. Yeah.
So if you dumb motherfuckers don't figure out that you're gonna have to find some true, real talent, you're gonna be closed in the next year. All the labels are gonna be closed. There's not gonna even be no more record companies. Chuck D told me everything that's happening right now in 1996. When he told me, I laughed at him. I thought Chuck D was disgruntled. I thought he was mad. I thought, how could you diss Def Jam? You dumb. What the fuck is wrong with you? You just mad at Russell. Oh, Chuck, get the fuck. Chuck sat down and told me everything that was going to happen. And it happened the exact way. That's like Chuck D is a genius. He's a Mozart. So what I'm telling you to my little man is I don't know. The only thing I know right now is YouTube. That's what everybody doing shit on YouTube. YouTube. Me personally, I'm not trying to go that route. I still feel hit records matter.
Yeah.
Albums matter.
Yeah.
Dope ass music videos matter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna always feel that way, but I am gonna try to see how can I take what matters and flip it into a fucked up world of YouTube. So that's where I'm at. Die Hard hit records, mixed by the best engineers in the world, produced by the best producers in the world. That's me. That might not work for you. So
right.
They say it's the best time. All you got to do is just put something out on YouTube, and if you blow, you blow. But how do you blow? Back in the day, Esham,
Right.
and let me give Esham credit.
Proof. Yeah.
He created the selling market for Detroit hip hop.
Yeah.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about selling major units. Okay. Yes, Prince Vince got to deal with
Well,
polygram,
I say is he reached
with
us over
priority,
here in
things
Arizona.
like that.
He's from Arizona.
But Esham, even though we started out as kids together,
Yeah.
he put his, now we were putting records out before we pressed them up. Esham had Gunsmoke, My Bally's, Fresh Motivator. We would press these records up on cassette tapes and just hand them out to drug dealers. You can hear Steve Roussel or any of these drug dealers driving down the street banging our shit, like LL or anybody else. I had Flintstone Rock. I had Out Cold. I had Shut Up Bitch. These records are embedded in the east side of Detroit forever because we gave them away. But Esham brother said, fuck giving it away. We're about to start a legit business, real life records, go to all these fucking record stores and sell this shit. And that's what they did. And he dissed me on some old wicked shit. So I was chasing major labels, but who knows when a record company was going to sign me? I had to do something immediately. So I dissed his ass back on Call Me Joker, Step On Up. And that was the birth of Straight Jacket Records, my independent label, because Esham created Real Life Production.
Right.
Now, Psychopathic record comes. Kind of sound close to Straight Jacket, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute.
Straight Jacket Records was first. Psychopath is Real Life Productions. It's Straight Jacket Records. It's Psychopathic Records. It's Kid Rock Top Dog Records.
Yeah.
Esham started the independent selling base for all of us. And we all sold a shitload of records because Esham laid the trail out. Even myself, with him dissing me. And I come back and diss him.
I didn't even peep he was dissing you on some old wicked shit, and that's like my favorite song.
Step up and get some punk.
Yeah.
You know?
I remember all that. Yeah.
Then I came back with on Step On Up. The whole verses I dissed him. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So
that was hip hop.
Yeah.
Hip hop though. Yeah.
ICP, they dissed me because we about to fight them in Tripper Mill studio. And they were like, you be sleeping in the gutter right next to Champtown's mother. You know?
Okay, damn.
And I'm sleeping in the gutter right next to Champtown's mother. I eat dead rats in the street.
It was funny, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm glad we all grew up. I'm glad Esham, myself, ICP, we grew up. I love talking to Violent J when we talk on the phone or message each other, or he have an event, he call me out and say, I want you to come MC this, and he give me money, he pay me. You know what I'm saying? Out of respect. He shows me the utmost respect. Like I'm here showing you, like I'm here showing Esham the utmost respect. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad we grew up. I just wish other rappers will grow up. I don't give a fuck how rich you are. I wish you motherfuckers would grow up, man.
Yeah.
Grow up, man. Yeah. I mean, most of us damn near grandfathers now. Why we go? What's the hate for? Like, let's celebrate the greatness that we've done and we created and blaze this trail for the Sada babies and the Icework Bezos and celebrate this shit, bro. What is wrong with you, motherfucker? What's wrong? What's wrong? You know? So, again, Real Life Productions, Straight Jacket Records, Psychopathic Records, Top Dog Records. Then you got what? CNC Records on the west side with Jack Frost and them. You know? You got what's that? What my man
Shout
Joe
out
Bryant
too.
Detroit
Bryant Productions, BPI Records.
Yes. BPI Records.
Yep.
you know. But Esham
Rock
could have
Bottom Entertainment.
Yeah, shout out Hurt.
Yeah, Hurt.
And let's keep this shit another 100. While Esham tapping off into his weird sounding music to some that was just as deep as what Tupac was talking.
Yeah.
It was.
So fuck the world and all this shit.
Yeah.
Esham was saying it then. You know what I'm saying? Even though there was this double shit surrounded by it.
Right.
You know, and I used to say Esham do double rap, and Esham get mad at me like, motherfucker, I don't do double rap. And it's like, dude, your tape is red. The double is in the moon. Blowing fucking moon shit on people. What are you doing?
You know, like your group of Satan in reverse. Yeah.
My 6ix9ine rhyme. I mean, what the?
Yeah.
But back in the day, he was a step ahead of the game, flat out. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
He was a step ahead of the game. Bottom line. And people, like I say, pocket all them. They took Easy all them. Took it other levels where Esham had it at. You know
Ice Cube, shit.
Yeah.
Hell,
I remember Esham was going to have a project called Help the Skelter.
Yep.
And then I remember Ice Cube and Dr. Dre was saying we about to do an album called Help the Skelter.
Yep. I remember that. Yeah.
You know, so
the Help the Skelter EP, sick in
Yeah,
the head. So I tried to kill a priest. Thinking him excuses instead of killing me.
Yeah.
Hey, like I say, Detroit was original. Esham was original. He did
And
his own
everybody
shit.
else is sloppy.
And he fucking, you know, and he tapped into that fan base. And it was a lot of mostly white people. Let's get it real here. We gave our tapes to our niggas in the hood. We gave them away. What we found out is that in the suburbs, they are buying this shit at these stores. And Esham helped us find that out because I was up there dropping my shit off, going to get my motherfucking cash, consignment money. But the beauty about Esham, Kid Rock, ICP, and myself, we have created the new Detroit. What you see now with all the white people in the city and all the white people at the football games and everybody together hanging out downtown. Mm-hmm. Detroit rap did that shit.
Yeah.
Esham crossing over, Kid Rock crossing over, ICP creating juggalos, me getting in the mix of this shit. We brought the whole fucking cross 8 Mile. We brought the city and we brought everything. We brought it all together. And Eminem as well. We brought this shit together.
Yeah. Real talk.
That's facts. Salute to all the Detroit OGs.
Oh yeah.
Now that's something we talk about a lot in this show too. Is like the OGs and like you got respecting the young artists coming up, respecting the OGs in the game. You know what I'm saying? But and we respect the young artists. We've had young artists out here too. We celebrate all genres and all elements of hip hop. So we've had young artists too. So we feel like it should be a mutual respect. But the young artists need to listen to the OGs because the OGs been through it and know. You know what I'm saying? Like they know what they're talking about. Pay attention.
Yeah, but they going through it too, though. They going through it in their new phase too, you know?
Yeah.
You know, shit, they got different obstacles. You know what I'm saying? You know, but yeah, it's just cool to bridge it all together though, because everybody can help each other, bro.
Yeah, I feel like Detroit is like together the most it's been ever in hip hop right now. Like the East Side, West Side, everybody's like they sold out Little Caesars Arena for that 4-2 Doug show. I mean,
that was incredible. That was incredible.
Right. Yeah, that was yeah.
I wish I was in town for that. I would have went to that because I just like this. That's greatness. That's incredible. You know.
Yeah.
That's letting people know it's a new day here. We don't need to be up under the person who everybody running up under to get on. We did it. That's important.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah. That was like a statement with that. Yeah.
That's major shit.
Yeah.
What's we've gone 2 hours. I know you wasn't trying to do no real super long. You dropped
But
some
it's
gems,
cool.
dog.
It's
I mean,
cool because I still got so much shit, man. That's just,
yeah,
I just grabbed a couple stories and I let it take us a little overtime.
Like we hope
we
you have a good
appreciate
time
that
with it.
story.
I didn't want to be
You know,
rude
like
and be like, you know,
Right. No, you
no
shared some
story about
gems.
my book. That ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? Got to spread love, man. You guys been trying to get me on here for a long time. As you see, I don't really be doing a lot of interviews and shit like
Right.
that.
with yeah,
But I'm about to start doing a handful, but I'm gonna be very selective of who I do the interviews with. I see what y'all doing for the culture. Uh, I love some of the guests y'all had on here. You know, DOC, that's my man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I see what's going on. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go. They've been asking me why not, because I had a podcast and I had to ask people to come on my show too. So I know what that means to get shit. I had Monique come on my shit. You know what I'm saying? In the mix of her beefing with DL Hughley. You know, she chose my shit. So I know what those things can do for people, man, and for their archives.
We
You know,
appreciate it. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
the will.
yeah. Because
This
these
was
two
definitely an
albums
honor.
is about to do some major shit. And I'm warning motherfuckers right now. I'm not playing no games with this shit. Anybody already know me. I've been recording at Paisley Park Studios since I've been fucking 16 years old. So I know where the best engineer is at. Shout out to my boy Fluff, Prince Personal Engineer, that mixed the whole Rocker at Heart project. I know
Yeah.
where they at. I'm bringing quality. I'm bringing hits. I'm not playing with this shit. I'm not fucking around with it. So a lot of you guys that's been fucking around playing in the studio and making these half-these records, take your ass back to the studio, bro, because it's gonna be another standard set here again.
Yeah. It's one of
So
them
yeah,
joints. Yeah, setting the bar, putting it up there
Yep.
high. You know. No, you always been a trendsetter. You know what I'm saying, and it's definitely an honor to have you out here. You know, and like I said, if like aliens came to Detroit and said, "What can like the best way to describe Detroit hip hop?" Though I would just tell them to watch the Untold Stories of Detroit hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That's to me.
yeah.
That's like what I always tell a lot of our guests from other states, other cities, and our homies and shit. Like I tell if
And I
they
Yeah.
haven't
appreciate
already.
that, man. I appreciate that, man. You know,
Yeah.
I just wish more people that was in it did the same shit that y'all do. But it's cool that y'all do it though, because not
We,
only is
we
y'all doing it,
appreciate that.
it's people in other states, it's people overseas. You know,
Yeah.
it's a good thing, man. That thing got legs, man. I mean, I wouldn't think 5 years later we'd still be talking about this motherfucker. But
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go through some of the old footage and figure out some stuff that, because it's some
Yeah.
good shit in some of those interviews. I'm gonna have to figure out some type of director's cut. Maybe get with my man
Yeah.
Jerry
And
Flynn.
re-release it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Jerry Flynn be on my head so hard, I have to figure it out, man. But I still want to see the Untold, reach a little bit more
Like the
status.
director's
Yeah,
cut.
revamp it. You know what I'm saying? That'd
Yeah.
be dope. Yeah. That'd be dope as fuck. Yeah, most definitely. It was an honor. We got the legendary Champtown in the building.
Down right
Detroit
here. Yeah.
legend right here.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I've been
But
excited for this one, like for real.
I want to make sure you didn't miss anything, Champ. Is there anything else you wanted to put out there? Any shout outs or anything?
Oh man, I just want to send a shout out to my man Sammy Haggar, the Red Rocker.
Yeah.
I know it's a situation going on right now, but being him is still tight, always remain tight. And I want to send a shout out to the Red Rocker Sammy Haggar, because I'm gonna say this for Sammy Haggar. Um, After my first personal engineer, Tom Tucker, passed away, I said I wasn't gonna record no more. And then I thought about recording again. But then, right when I was finishing the Untold Story of Detroit Hip Hop, I was gonna let Prince see it. He died.
Damn.
So I said, I'm really done doing music after Prince died.
Right.
I just took a trip to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico a few years ago. Just as say what's up to my boy Sammy Haggar for his birthday. Surprised him, just showed up. But I hit the stage with him. And it was electrifying. It was insanity that took place over there. And Sammy Haggar told me that I need to come back. I need to do this shit. So I give all the love to Sammy Haggar. He told me to get a band. He told me to rock some shit. So that's what I did. Yeah. So if it wasn't for Sammy Haggar, I'd probably be directing another movie right now. And I wouldn't be nowhere near this music shit. But I'm glad Sammy lit the fire up under me.
Yeah,
so
shout out Sammy
I want to
Haggar.
give a lot of respect to Sammy Haggar. And I know Prince will be geeked to see that I'm doing this shit. And that's why when I did this rock album, I went to Minnesota and I recorded it with Prince drummer, Michael Bland.
Okay.
Me and him produced the whole Rocker at Heart project together. So shout out to Michael Bland.
Yeah.
One of the baddest drummers in the world. And his voice, he got perfect pitch. So shout out to Sammy Haggar.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Bringing the Rocker at Heart back.
Yeah.
And we're going to treat these people with a real nice and unique rock album. But with that said, I don't want to hear no bullshit about no sellout and all that. So I had to hit you with the Perpetual album. You know what I'm saying? And I got producers on it from my man Zigzag. I even got Quincy Jones' grandson. I call him QD4, the son of QD3. Changed the world, what he goes by. He even produced tracks. Frankie Biggs, my man LST out of Minnesota. I met him in one of Prince Studios. You know, LST. Shout out to LST.
Yeah.
My man Abel, these are students of mine. Hoku, Abel, Zigzag. I taught these kids in college. So for them to produce my album, it means a lot. You know, Frankie Biggs. So, you know, the hip hop album is serious. I take it dead serious because I know it's haters out there, and I'm gonna knock you in the head with the Perpetual album as well. So look out for Rocker at Heart. Look out for Perpetual. Look out for the Champtown book. And there is a television series about my life.
Okay.
That I've been working on with Ice-T. It's called Murder Capital. It's the story of my life and my best friend that was a professional hitman for hire.
Okay.
We're also working with the director of John Wick.
Oh shit.
He will be executive producing it as well. It's my man Ernest Dickerson.
Okay.
Spike Lee guy. So Murder Capital. It should have been out by now, but TV is a real fickle and funny thing.
Yeah.
Right.
We're patient about it. And it's gonna be dropping. I'm also working with my girl I call a lady legend. The one and only Tracy Edmonds. Me and her are about to do a film together. We're gonna write it together. We're gonna direct it together. Not gonna say what it is, but that news should be coming here within the next month.
Right on.
So I'll be back in the director's seat. And not only that, there will be 3 flavors of Champtown Big and Stout.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah.
Where can
3 flavors of the beer.
Yeah.
Is it out now? Or can you get it now?
Yeah, is it out?
Beer.
Yeah. He's asking, is it out now? Yeah.
Not yet.
Okay.
Probably before year out. Before the year out, Big and Stout will be out.
I'll definitely be copping some of that 100%. Most definitely.
Yeah, it tastes incredible.
Speaking of movies and TV, we actually about to start filming next weekend for Deceitful Families.
For what?
This show called Deceitful Family I'm gonna be in. We about to start filming next weekend.
Okay.
It's shot by my man Morilla, who made the Coney, the Noise in the Music, My Hitters, 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? We got that about to jump off real soon.
Yeah, but
I've
like
been heavy.
Champ was
Okay.
saying, you was like the first one dropping Detroit shit on Tubi, right? I mean, now Tubi Detroit is like dropping mad shit on Tubi Detroit. It seemed like it got Tubi on lock. It seemed like with the hood movies and shit like that. Like, but you was the
Yeah, they
first,
were smart for that. They were smart for that.
right?
But you know, when I first hit Tubi, there's probably a couple. My man Dennis Reed, shout out to Dennis Reed out here in Detroit doing
Salute.
movies and shit.
He been
There's another
around.
movie, man. Y'all got to get ready for it. It's from my man from Point Huron. He was also a hip hop legend of the gangster rap shit. I don't think nobody did it better than him. He went by the name of Ness T. But he goes by the name of Ghani now. He's a film director and a photographer. He has a movie called The Port.
Okay.
Y'all check that shit out. Not knocking the Tubi movies, but they have to be a little bit more diversified. You guys they're gonna have to start getting other actors besides just us. When you make art and make movies, it don't have a color line. We don't want to stamp ourselves as the black movie or that. We want to make movies. We want to make records. We
Yeah.
don't want to limit ourselves. And I'm proud of my boy Ness because with The Port, that's what he did. He diversified and he made a great piece of film work. So shout out to my boy Ness, aka Ghani Vision. Check him out online, Ghani Vision. The motherfucker's sick with the camera. Camera work is sick. So yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Brother King X, anything you wanna ask Champ? Because I know we're definitely. You said you're coming back when everything's ready to drop.
Oh yeah,
right?
oh yeah.
All I want to say is pretty much it's been an honor and a privilege to have you on. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've been following you since the beginning stages of Detroit hip hop. That's why I felt that documentary so much because everybody that you was talking about, I was either around or knew somebody that was around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, and it was like it just felt good to see an accurate account of Detroit hip hop.
Yeah.
Like a breath of fresh air and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, man. It was great doing it, man. And I was blessed to be able to do it, and I'm glad God walked me down that path to do it. You know what I'm saying? And what I love about it the most, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, it's a piece of history that has been documented, and we can always go back and look at it. Here we are, 6, 7 years in.
Right.
It's still looking fresh. It's still feeling like it just came out. It's like every time you look at it, you see something different. You see something new.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what I said. Like at least once a month, there's a couple movies I always watch, and it Crush Groove's one of them, and the Untold Stories of Detroit Hip Hop. Dog, I mean, I watched that shit, and I always like I miss something. It's like something I miss. Like damn, I miss Jay Rizzo. I didn't even peep at first. Rizzo was on there, and then Riz was on there and shit. I mean, it was like every
There was
time
a
I
couple
watched.
eras. I know they had his name as Riggs. A couple little errors.
Yeah. Well, he's done a name change. Yeah. The name change.
Couple little
Yeah.
errors, but that's come from rushing. People rushing me to put it out. Rush, rush, rush. I would have loved to have him in a little bit more too, but he was thankful because Riz was pissed, and boy, he was dropping some angry shit.
Right.
Oh, we know, bro. We know personally.
I'm glad you didn't bring all that shit out, champ. But if I do go back in here and do some other cuts of it, you'll definitely see a lot of Riz. Joe Riz, man. Let's go back to him, man. He one of the first guys out here battling at the New York Music Seminar.
He told all them stories.
B-Boy Chappelle. Rolling with Too Short. Man, that boy got some stories, man. Shit.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to him. That's my man, man. He's always on point. And he was another strong promoter and pusher of the Untold Story of Detroit hip hop. It's only a handful that really went went
Right.
overboard to really show their appreciation. And even though they probably was in it for a minute or 2 minutes, they still understood the vision of it. You know what I'm saying? How do you put 60 hours and make it 2 hours? Damn near impossible. My kid did it though. Shout out to Kayla Unique. She did it.
Did a great job.
I don't think I could have did it. She did, so.
Yeah.
No, did a great job, Lord. The whole team, you know what I'm saying, did a great job on that movie. It was fire and shit. And I definitely
I remember when it was in the works. That's why I was so happy when it came out, because I was waiting for a long time and it was working.
Yeah, I'm glad of that. Yeah. I'm glad of that. It took a minute to do it. It took a minute because I didn't have the funding. I went to Sundance trying to cop a deal the first year in, and they came with the bullshit. And so I had to ride it out. I had to keep it going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then during the end, I didn't go out, but a couple people like my man Little Butch and my man Jim Fletch. And this is the guy that actually gave the startup money for Facebook. This older white guy was like, "What you need? Let's get this done." You know what I'm saying? You never know who you touching out here, bro. When you drop a trailer or when you out here talking or you promoting, you never know who watching, bro. You just fucking never know.
Yeah. That's what's up, man.
Yeah. I didn't know that I had super strong supporters of the Untold Stories of Detroit Hip Hop that you guys are. I didn't know that. I know some people like it. They saw it. They give it props, and they move on. I didn't know people kept flag shipping this shit.
Oh yeah.
But it had to be somebody. The way it keep getting viewed. So I thank y'all for that.
Oh man. Yeah. Then every guest we had on that was from out of state or alleged, we mentioned it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we appreciate that, man.
Oh,
we
yeah,
want to come back to the show. Hope you had a good time with us too. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Relax, chill.
Next time, I'll make sure the camera's working and maybe we can get the Discord figured out.
I don't understand it, man. I tried. I snapped. Yeah, I'll talk to you about it offline later or something or tomorrow. Yeah, Yeah,
we do a
weird,
test
bro.
run or something and get it working and shit figured out. You know what I'm saying? For the next run. But it definitely was an honor, dog. You shared some gems, and we appreciate that, dog. That's what people love to hear, and some true Detroit hip hop history. I mean, you a trendsetter, legend, pioneer. I mean, all of the above.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. When you hear, they do this, 50 top Detroit rappers, and they do this thing at the Fox Theater.
Yeah.
And there's no mention of Champtown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know certain people that was involved, or everybody just worried about themselves getting in. No one never takes up for each other. And I take up for all the right people. I always will. I always do. But to act like I'm not relevant or I'm not part of the top 50 in Detroit is the most ridiculous shit ever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad, but the reality of this is 75 to 80% of those people, not knocking none of my brothers, but it was some people I never even heard of.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, yeah.
Back in the day, until this day, I am still one of the most vicious and most feared live performers in the history of Detroit hip hop.
Facts.
So most of them people on your list that I never even heard of, they will get blown out of the water the first 10 seconds I grab a mic in front of a crowd. And it don't matter if it's a 50 people, if it's 30 people. I played in front of 100,000 people. Right. It doesn't matter. I rock every fucking time I step my feet on the stage. So, it was so funny that they did that at the Fox or whatever, didn't include me. Everybody was bickering and batter. Hey, that's the beauty when you do something that's yours. I did the Untold Story of Detroit Hip Hop. I put who the fuck I want in my movie. Whoever this guy is, he did Detroit Top 50. He put whoever he wanted. But always understand, and like I did with Detroit hip hop, somewhere in there, you have to be right. You have to be honest. You
Yeah.
have to be fair. Whether you like a person or not, you have a responsibility to document history the correct way. So when you do a show saying the top 50 niggas in Detroit rappers or something, people around the world knows who Champtown is.
Right.
You gotta realize I've toured the world with some of the greatest artists ever lived.
Yeah.
Every city, they know who the fuck I am. So when you don't do that, all you do is discredit your event. You can know it. So whoever, if you're listening, you discredit your events by doing that. Because right when you did that shit, 2 months later, I was at a sold out show with Sammy Haggar at the motherfucking Fillmore, premiering the Big and Stout band. So I'm not one of the top rappers in Detroit. Why in the fuck am I opening up for Sammy Haggar of Van Halen? Somebody please help me. Somebody help me understand. I'm not one of the top. How in the fuck am I opening up for Sammy Haggar?
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that shit don't make no damn sense at all and
Nope.
shit. I mean, top 20, you should be up in there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and that's even being biased. You know what I'm saying? They still higher than that. I'd place you in the top 10 actually and shit. So I mean,
you don't want to go performances because if you go performances, you probably have to go talk to Ron and ask him why he had to pull the plug, or you probably got to ask Chuck D why does he have to work extra hard coming behind me when I tour with him. You probably have to ask those questions when it comes to who is the best performer in Detroit hip hop. You know, Kid Rock. What do you think? Why is his show so great? Who you think used to orchestrate that shit with Kid Rock back in the day? What song we doing? When we go out? You know what I'm saying? Who you think told Kid Rock to replace himself and put the little midget in the place?
Joe C.
Yeah.
Who told Kid Rock, put this guy here, I'm gonna step off? Who was doing the hype man shit for Kid Rock before Joe C?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kid Rock is still one of the greatest performers. Whether he like Trump or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. Politics, I don't fuck with the politics. But let's get Pacific and talk about a live show.
Yeah.
Kid Rock is one of he's tough.
Even though he denied he got anything to do with hip hop these days.
That's fucked up. But performing wise, Speedball Bobby ain't no joke on stage. Speedball Bobby gonna rock a crowd. Speedball Bobby come from the Beach Crew. He come from our camp. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So whatever he say is whatever. We know. We raised him. We know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, he don't want nothing to do with hip hop. Because look how hip hop motherfuckers be acting sometimes.
Yeah.
Look how they act. Look how they act. They can't even get it right on who the top performers are because they're playing friendships and adding people that got nothing to do with the top. Who want to be a part of that shit? I don't. Fuck your list. I'm the list. Motherfucker, if it wasn't for me, I'm the founding father that birthed all the big motherfucking stars. And it's safe for me to say, if Kid Rock or Eminem never met me, what the fuck you think would have happened?
There you go.
I say that with my chest out.
The ego maniac. That's facts.
Yeah. And there you have it.
Just like if ICP wouldn't have met Esham.
Yeah.
What if Esham never met me?
Right.
Oh,
there you go.
What if I never met Esham?
Right.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Yep.
It goes two ways to a certain point, but another way, it go this way. It go this way. There was one person when they black friends was telling them, champ, stop fucking with them white boys. They're going to learn from you and they're going to run off. And I told my boys, I don't kill people. I don't sell drugs. These guys want to rap. I'm fucking with them. And when they come down here, y'all don't fuck with them. All right, champ. Because of you, all right. But I'm telling you what the fuck gonna happen. They gonna learn. They gonna run off. And you rarely hear the influence that Champtown has on these people. No one wants to admit it. No one. It ain't just the white rappers. It's some of the black people that I've helped. They don't never want to get on here and be like, Champtown took me on tour. Champtown fucking did this. They don't never want to mention it. Never. And that's cool. That's cool.
Shout out
But
to
I got a book and I'm going to mention all that shit. All of it.
Well, shout out to the OG Starstruck. He did mention you when we had him on. We got him coming back on June 1st and shit. So he did mention you as one of the staples of hip hop in Detroit. You know what I'm saying?
And Mark Hicks mentioned you.
Yeah, Mark Hicks.
Mark Hicks did. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What did he say?
He gave you nothing but love, nothing but good things.
Number love, bro.
Yeah, Mark.
Wow.
You know,
Well,
I used to work for Mark Hicks back in the day.
He the first motherfucker was rolling an ice cream truck around this bitch promoting records. And you know, him and Sean P.
Yeah.
When we talk about hip hop promotion in Detroit, Mark Hicks, Sean P.
Yeah.
And then there's another little white kid that people don't like to give him his props, and that's Double D.
Right.
You know? Shout out to Double D. You know?
Yeah.
You know, those guys really did a lot for the culture here. All three of them. I'm surprised Mark would give me my props, though. I'm surprised.
Yeah, he was telling us about the promotion, like how he would push it out and how, like, it was back then, like putting posters over each other's posters and shit and flyers and shit. But
yeah. Be like that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We putting shit over somebody else's shit. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How it used to be. Yeah, I think they need to bring that back. Like when you used to drive, I just know like in Southwest, like when you would drive down Michigan Avenue, you would see just all these posters. They would be the same poster, but it'd be all in a row down when you drive down the Ave, just plastered everywhere, like Nodis or something like that, or like some Detroit artists. Like I think they need to bring that type of promotion back. Like I think everybody's just too much stuck on social media that they need to bring back real street promo.
They do.
But yeah, we got Chanter. Shout out to Southwest CC in the building.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah, she's said Detroit in the building. Yeah, Detroit is definitely in the building. We got one of the pioneers and one of the forefathers of Detroit hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I said, put him on the Mount
Detroit.
Rushmore of Detroit. The Mount
Detroit. I call it.
If you had to make a Mount Rushmore in Detroit, who would you put on the Mount Rushmore of Detroit, Champtown, before you jump up out of here?
It'd probably be 5 heads of me.
Right. 5 heads.
As an executive, as a film director, as an MC, as a producer, and a live performer.
Okay.
That's all ego shit.
Yeah.
It is the safe answer, not to piss nobody off.
Right.
Yeah, I love it.
No, we ain't trying to do that. It's all good.
Yeah,
Hey, I mean, I think I'm one of the best producers. I think no one's fucking with me live. No one. I make great records. I make hit records. I mean, I've been behind the scenes conducting proper business and doing business the correct way without ganking people and lying and manipulating and taking $200,000 from them and doing sneaky shit. And I'm not doing none of that gay shit, that punk shit, that bitch shit, all in the same phrase. So don't be, oh, you said gay. I said gay. I said bitch. I said fuck. I said all that shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm Champtown, bitch. Who the fuck is you? Kanye
Right.
West. Don't say that word, you. I think we all know what they'd do to you. Niggas, hookers, ching fong chew. Fuck it.
Yeah. And that's
No one gives a
Champtown.
fuck. Yeah.
We looking forward to the project coming out. Why don't you promote that one more time? Let them know what you got coming out, and possibly
The
a book
rock
with it.
album, Rocker at Heart.
Rocker at Heart.
Produced by me and Big Bad Michael Bland from the New Power Generation.
Bet.
The rock album. And it's a real rock album. Perpetual.
Perpetual.
My last and final rap album.
Oh shit.
That's it. You know, it is gonna be worth it though, because it doesn't matter if it's my last rap album or hip hop album. Don't mean I won't do features. Don't mean I won't tour. I still got catalogs of shit that never even been released yet. You know what I'm saying? I got a vault. Some of my shit is still in Prince vault. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely probably be my last recorded hip hop album. Unless I hear something different. But as of now, it's my last recorded hip hop album. Perpetual. The Champtown book.
Down book. All right.
Memoirs of an Egomaniac.
Yeah.
The
Bet.
perpetual one. God Chosen is coming. Yep. The
Hell yeah.
foreword by Ice-T. The mint word by Sammy Haggar. And the last word by Chuck D.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Champtown Big and Stout. 3 flavors. Coming soon.
So much.
Yeah. I'm ready for that. Southwest
Yeah.
CC, we gonna be drinking on some of that. You know that. So.
Yeah.
And a very special movie project with my girl, the lady legend, Tracy Edmonds. We will produce and direct together as a team
What's
to
up?
continue to move the culture forward.
Yeah.
Bet.
No, it was an honor having you on here. Most definitely an honor. And we look forward to having you on again, Champtown. Fucking legend, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, we've been talking for a while, chopping it up and shit. We've been trying. You would say when you got something to go, when you was ready to drop something to go, you was gonna come on, and you did. You a man of your word. We already knew that though, because we know we're up on you and shit. We're all up on Champtown, you know what I'm saying? But in case anybody wasn't, I hope we like painted a good picture. Like I know we did a Detroit hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Like you
Right.
fucking broke it down, and that's what's up, and that's what I know people was tuning in for and shit. So, and
Yeah,
glad
man,
to
keep
let.
doing your thing, man. And just love the culture and do it for the culture. You don't have to get on here and always talk about the beefs and who don't like who. That shit is getting played out.
It is.
Yeah.
Because where I'm from, when you don't like a motherfucker, they end up in a garbage can or something. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
People got to be very careful about rap beefs and shit talking and, you know, damaging people from getting money to provide for their families and loved ones and hating on another person and going behind somebody's back trying to shut their shit down. People got to be very careful because if you come across the wrong motherfucker, it ain't gonna be good. So y'all keep doing what y'all doing for the love of the culture, for what y'all love. No one cares about these beefs and these fights. And so tell me why you don't like this one, why you don't hate this,
Right.
why you,
Yeah.
man, fuck all that dumb shit.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to grow the fuck up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So keep doing it for the culture. If you do it for the culture, you'll be around forever like myself. I'm around this bitch. I ain't going nowhere. I cannot be evicted in the house that I built. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not worried about no rappers trying to battle. I will destroy 90% of you motherfuckers anyway. I've been proven as a Jedi Master. So, you know, all ego aside, you know, keep doing it for the culture.
Yeah.
And if you have to fight when you're picked on, then you beat the shit out of somebody.
Yeah.
If somebody's picking on y'all podcast talking shit, and y'all just minding y'all business, and people y'all whatever they saying, set back. But if they keep it up, go beat somebody ass, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is another thing. People got to realize they can't just keep bullying and talking shit about people. You know what I'm saying? So
we already been giving Benzino verbal ass whoopings.
Well, I mean, I keep it 100 with you. I'm cool with Benzino.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And but I'm not gonna get in the middle of that shit.
Right. Now our homie Ryan Glover just did a track with him.
I'm the guy that saw the talent in Eminem before anybody saw it. Yeah. I'm the one with the back. I'm the one who put Eminem in a minivan and drove him to Minnesota to Prince studio with me back in '92. I knew he had talent. I knew what he could do. Now, falling outs and shit happens because that's what I hate about this music industry. Me and Proof fell out. Me and Proof patched it up before he died, though. We were cool again. You know what I'm saying? But we had to go to war for a second. You know what I'm saying? Yep. I hate the industry. I fucking hate it. I hate what it does to friendships. You know what I'm saying? Make a person think something stupid. Oh, these guys trying to get with my woman. The truth of the fact is, I don't have to try to get with no woman, because if anybody knows me from high school or middle school, the women like me. I don't have to try anything. So, flirtatious bastard? Yes. I flirt with anybody and everybody. Maybe I should grow up. Being married, shouldn't be doing shit like that. It's part of who I am. I flirt. I talk shit. I may go overboard. Okay? Yes. All right? Cool. Falling outs happen. Shit happens. But trying to get with somebody who I could have easily put on woodwork with those hookers who I was shooting, I could have made her a hooker and pimped her if I wanted to. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Let's get real here. And everybody in Detroit is probably saying, hey, man, Champ got that game like that. He could have pimped that bitch. So let's cut all the bullshit out. So what I'm saying is, I hate beefs. I hate the shit. You know, people need to get along. We need to try to figure it out. But I'm not going to be bullied. I'm not going to let people talk shit. I'm not going to let people do sneaky shit. I will come for your ass if I feel that you're doing improper business tactics or some bullshit. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. That nigga whack. Oh, I'm not going to fight you over that. Okay, you think I'm whack. Okay, well, these 2,000 motherfuckers yesterday didn't, or that 20,000 motherfuckers on this tour didn't. Okay, cool. That another rapper think I'm whack. Cool. I'm not here to make friends with rappers because you're competition anyway. Okay. Don't like my music? Cool. Whatever. If I like yours, I'm going to be honest and say I like it. If I don't like it, I might be honest and tell you I don't like it. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? So people got to get perspectives together. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's entitled to an opinion. I don't like Benzino. I don't like this nigga. I don't like that. You're entitled to that. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all talk shit about Benzino, whatever. I like Benzino. I'm telling you now, we okay. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not getting in the middle of Benzino and Eminem shit.
No.
They are both men, and they both can handle their shit.
Right. Yeah. Real talk. Yeah.
And so, but because nobody should be talking shit. Oh, that nigga like Benzino came on my podcast and cooked. He didn't say one word about Eminem.
Yeah, we might actually have Benzino on here because he's been getting interviewed by our homie Ryan Glover, and he did a track with him. He came out to Atlanta. I mean, we might actually have. I mean, that's what we always leave the door open. We had Cuban Link on here.
He didn't say one word about Eminem when he came on my show and cooked chicken wings. He didn't say one word about it.
Oh, he was cooking on it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting in the middle of no grown men shit. I got my own shit that I got to worry about. I'm not getting in the middle of that shit. That don't make me weak. That don't make me whack. That don't make me nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting in the middle of no grown men shit.
Right.
This is not elementary school.
No.
Some way, somehow, they're going to have to settle that some way or another.
Yeah.
If it can be settled. You know?
Right. I mean, it's entertainment at the end of the day. A lot of it, you know what
Yeah,
I'm
but we
saying? It's
stay
just
out of it, bro.
entertainment.
Yeah,
With all these rap beefs going on, it's just they got to think that shit can spread to the streets. So you might have some obsessed fans or something that might come after you and shit with all these diss tracks they dropping like crazy and shit. Which is to me, they seem watered down. That's just my personal opinion and shit. But I come
yeah,
from
Yeah,
a
I heard
different
some
area.
shit Kendrick Lamar did this week was like, oh, you
Right.
know, it was kind of rough.
yeah,
The last two was kind of rough. I don't
Yeah.
know. I honestly, if you diss a motherfucker the right way, they can't reply.
Right. Like Pusha
yeah.
T.
I
That's
don't see Drake
amen.
coming back off of those last two.
Nah.
I'll be surprised.
Facts.
Yeah,
No doubt.
Yeah, this shit is serious, man. You know, you ending people's careers with this shit, bro.
Oh yeah.
You end a person's career.
Right. Look at
So I
fucking
don't know.
what happened with Ja. Shit. That
Yeah,
whole
thank
situation.
God that he had radio hits so he could still get some money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He can still always on time. You know, he can
always
still go somewhere, get a casino. You know, you
what
still
up
listen.
without
Thank God.
you.
Thank God for the radio hits.
But
Right. We
Yeah.
appreciate you coming on, Champtown. It was an honor. And we definitely got to do this again. We look forward to the album dropping. We look forward to the book.
oh yeah,
Definitely gonna check it out. You know what I'm saying? And definitely we wanted to. I want to personally thank you for doing the movie, the Untold Stories of Detroit Hip Hop, dog. Because like I
yeah,
said, that's to me that is like it represents Detroit to the fullest. Like I mean, this is the most accurate description. I suggest anybody who's in the chat watching this, you go check it out if you haven't already. You know what I'm saying? Because it's definitely if you want to
yeah.
know what Detroit hip hop is really, what real Detroit hip hop is about. But we salute you, Champtown. It was an honor. This is episode 275 of the Hood Smoker Podcast. We got Champtown, the legend, in the building. Anything else, you guys, Brother King X, Blatonio, Todd, anything you
Man,
guys want to say?
honor for sure. Yeah, this we want to see you back. You know, hope you had a good time with us. That's the main thing. It's like, yeah,
Yeah. It was therapy. It was therapy.
Yeah.
yeah,
It was therapy. It was therapy. Yeah. Yeah. It's always cool to kick it with real men and good people, man. Always. Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
just didn't know when I was on and all that stuff in the beginning, you know, but that's cool, you know. Yeah.
No doubt. No, you dropped some gems, dog. You told some dope stories that, and I know the book. You got a million more, so I know you just shared a couple with it. That was dope. Like how y'all stole the show up from Run DMC. You know what I'm saying? That's legendary shit. That shit you don't just hear every day and shit. I mean, that's that was gems, dog. We appreciate that, and you know we probably chop the episode up, make some shorts out of it, stuff like that. Some key moments, but because you definitely dropped some gems, dog. We appreciate you, family. It was definitely an honor having you on here, and like I said, we
Oh,
look
yeah.
forward to having you on again.
All right. Peace
absolutely.
out, fellas.
Yeah,
Much
my
love.
brother.
That's Champ Town, y'all, in the
Champtown,
building.
right here.
Legendary Detroit history live in the flesh.
Yep.
Yes, sir. And I'm my bad about the camera. I don't know, something happened when I went from Discord over to Messenger. I think it's because I picked up and joined the chat instead of like actually making the call personally. So, but next time we'll get the Discord.
That's what I did. I just hit the button to join the chat, and got
Well, I'm not
got
trying
a
to
video.
fuck nothing up over here. You know what I'm saying? No, I ain't that computer savvy and shit. That's why Southwest Word, he sets everything out. Shout out to Southwest Word, sets everything up for me and
Salute.
shit. So
Southwest Word right there.
I mean, he's showing me some stuff. You would think we're almost at 300 episodes. I would know how to work all this, but I don't want to fuck nothing up, and I don't want to interrupt the live. So I was like, fuck it. I mean, we got Brother King X, we got Blatonio Todd, so y'all don't
Yeah.
gotta actually see me. Y'all see me at the beginning and shit. Y'all see me all the time, so I knew we was gonna keep it moving. It was gonna be a dope episode and shit. The
Oh yeah.
legendary Champtown. And shout out to in the chat right now. I see Chester McFly, Southwest CC. I know
Yeah.
Christopher Jordan's in the building. There was a DJ Los was in the building. Actually, Los got his blue wrench. Congratulations, DJ Los got the blue wrench on the Hood Smoker podcast. But everyone that was active in the chat and the trolls that was watching, the haters, y'all can just keep on watching because we gonna keep on winning and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it is what it is. Who we got coming up next? Do y'all know? Because I'm about to look it up and shit if I can. Cause shoot, I'm trying to think who we got coming up next.
KK?
I'm going on the Hood Smoker podcast. We got Jamal Ward, Detroit artist, up and coming Detroit artist. Jamal Ward will be in the building, so get ready for that. That's this Wednesday night on the Hood Smokers podcast. And then let me see what else we got. I know we got some we got a lot of legends coming up. You know what I'm saying? And we just uh got locked in Black Sea for part 2, June 5th. I'm looking forward to that. You know how I feel about RBL. Oh, I know how Brother King X feels too, but I grew up on that shit. I mean that RBL, especially the first 2 albums, dog. They were definitely a big influence in my life and shit. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. Chester McFly likes your background, Brother King X. He said, Brother
Except for
King
that
X got
jacket,
a
that jacket
kicking
still
background.
trying to
That's
kill him.
cool.
That jacket's still trying to kill my homie.
Oh shit. Yeah. No, I'm trying
Stop
to pull
saying
it.
it comes in, it's still trying to kill you, homie.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn,
So,
how come I can't find the
but yeah, it was an honor having Champtown.
yeah, most definitely. It was definitely an honor. We've been, like you said, we've been talking to him for a while and shit to get him on. And he said as soon as he had something popping, you know what I'm saying, he was gonna come on and he had some shit to say. Like I told you, when we say we gonna book, we gonna have him on. We gonna have him on. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
That jacket keep trying to get you right there, homie.
Yeah. Right here, Black Sea. It's been over a year, I think, since the first time we had Black Sea on here. I'm just scrolling down.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking at some of the guests we had, like the DOC, JD from the Lynch Mob, Starstruck, Dice, Mark Hicks, like we said, Fez Taylor. I'm just scrolling down on mine and shit. You know what I'm saying? Sloan Bone. And I'm just looking at all the different legends we've had on here. Kid Vicious, Monte Cristo. Shout out to Monte Cristo.
Just Ice.
Craig B of Beats by the Pound. Yeah, Just Ice, no doubt. But we got Craig B May 11th by Beats by the Pound, who made the sound for Master P and them Nolan the Records. And we got KK A Second to None coming up May 15th, back to back. Legends right there, you know what I'm saying? Black Sea, RBL, June 5th. We got Starstruck coming out again on June 1st. And then from Thug Life, it's Young Thug Life, Jelani from Thug Life. I mean, this was Big Sykes, Road Dogg. He rocked with Pac, rest in peace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this is gonna be a dope interview. Shout out to Ryan Glover. He actually made this interview happen. So shout out to Ryan Glover. And like we said, we did bring up the Benzino thing, and it was like you said. I mean, we ain't gonna hate. You know what I'm saying? If Benzino want to come on here, we'll give him a chance to say what he got to say. You know what I'm saying? It is what it ain't gonna. Just like I was gonna tell him, like how we had Cuban Link on here. If Fat Joe wanted to come on here, he would be willing to debate with Fat Joe. And but he said like he's just gonna lie though. He's just gonna come on and lie, but he would have been willing. Same thing with Talib. Talib, you want to come on here, you could come on here, dog. You know that door's open. So
exactly.
I mean, shout out Chester McFly, said great episode. Well, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Everyone that's Detroit Go Getters were in the chat. I seen them.
Much appreciated.
My bad if I couldn't get to your question for Champ. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just we can't get to the questions because the guest is speaking. You know what I'm saying? Andy Christ, shout out Andy Christ. He was in the chat. But
all right.
We can't get to all the questions because we let the guests speak and speak their mind. And I know he said he wasn't going to be on here for as long, but we're on 3 hours and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's the Hood Smoker podcast live. You know what I'm saying? So you never know. It ended up being I forgot what guest we had, but it was like we doing drink champ numbers and shit. Drink champ numbers, like 3 hours, 4 hours and shit. We going live, and that was we didn't even play any music. You know what I'm saying? We played at the starting soon.
We just right in.
Yeah, so check out Brother King X. That's No Good Reason that you heard during the starting soon and shit. What Up Though from Dice, Merciless Amir. We had on there. We played the Detroit Cypher with Bizarre and Stretch Money and Marv Wine and Beretta. So that was on the starting soon at the beginning of the show. That's just to share it around, promote it. We do that before the show starts. But y'all know on every Saturday and Wednesday night we go live with the Hood Smoker podcast. We're on episode 275. Tonight's a special Sunday night. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I was about to call Cinco de Drinko and shit. As Blatonio Todd would say and shit. I was out there in Southwest Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Southwest be representing. You know what I'm saying? When they during Cinco de Mayo, I know Brother King X knows that how Southwest gets down today and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a big party and it was peaceful as far as I know. And from what I seen, there was no drama and shit. No one got shot. None of that shit. I mean, there might have been some drama, but I didn't see or hear about it. So it was all good, and that's what I'm saying. Detroit's getting a brighter light now and shit, and it's a good thing for the city of Detroit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, y'all know why Mexicans celebrate Cinco de Mayo?
It's the Independence Day, right?
No, it's the day the Impala came out.
Yeah. Shit, Brother King X. Remember, Brother King X is over there. To my shout out to all my Southwest homies and shit. They're probably laughing at that and shit. But yeah, shout out to everybody Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo, man. It's a special.
Hey, if that Impala breaks down, you're still Joaquin.
Oh man.
Shit, let's get out of here.
No, yeah, that's 40, dog. That's 40 as hell. But yeah, we gotta go. Happy Cinco de Mayo, y'all. It was and shout out to Champtown again. Like I said, check them out on Instagram, Champtown. I seen that.
Yeah, we got Champtown, man.
Oh shit! I guess Drake just came back. Champtown just sent me a new Drake drops, new Kendrick. He said he guess he was wrong. Because he was just saying he don't think he was gonna come back on Kendrick.
Oh shit! Okay, well here we go.
It in that group, the group we're in right now.
Let us know your thoughts on it.
Yeah, I'm about to actually. Should I pull it up real quick? Let's see if we can listen to it a little bit. Maybe off my phone so we don't get sniped. Oh shit! Damn, it's playing YouTube. Hold on. Let me see. Let me play this Drake shit. Let's see. Can y'all hear it?
Prize winner is definitely
Tell me if y'all hear it.
I got your fucking lies tapped. I swear that I'm dialed in. First I was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork in the cabinet is filed in? 1090 Jake would've took all the walls down. The streets would've had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal connects stand up, not far down. The ones that you get and get stories from, they all clowns. I am a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor and decoration. You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination. But you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation.
Y'all gonna have to go check it out, and maybe we'll go live and talk about it. Yeah, he sent me that was on Instagram. I don't know if it's on YouTube because Kendrick dropped it.
The only thing is like when it sounds like a love song. Like I hear a love song more than I hear a diss.
Right, that's what I mean. It's watered down.
I'm not trying to talk shit, but I'm just like
the way that started off, I was expecting them to say, "Baby, I love you."
Yeah, baby, baby, I love you. You know,
for real, dog. For real, that's the problem with these diss tracks.
We could go.
I can't even keep up with him no more and shit, dog. I can't even keep up.
Yeah. Let me spit bar for bar for bar.
Chester McFly, go check it out. I know you be keeping hip on all the diss tracks, so we can talk about it again. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chester McFly. He got what? You got 50 million views. Just broke 50 million views. Congratulations, homie.
My bad. I didn't mean to hear, but yeah, I'm glad Brother King X also seen that. It was like, yeah, it sounded like I love you was the first bar. Like when we first said. Yeah.
It was like a love song, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Why are they sound like you getting ready to diss nobody?
I think this shit calculated, dog, and they just making money off it. Because when I seen that one Kendrick track, I clicked on. He had like 3.5 million views in like a couple hours, dog.
Yeah,
I'm like, these motherfuckers are going crazy.
Yeah, like he's sharing it with his viewers and vice versa. Yeah.
He said he's trying to be like Kendrick Lamar when he did the Heart series. That's what Chester McFly said.
Yeah. You know.
I just
You the
can't take
best.
Drake
Baby,
serious
you
when
the
it comes
best.
to battling, dog. You know what I'm saying? And any man who will have your fucking abs, like plastic surgery to have abs and shit, dog, that's kind of fucking weird
Yeah.
to me. That's on some
Lamar,
Diddy
you're
shit,
the
if you ask me.
Lamar, you're the best.
And I know me and Chester McFly discussed this before, but and he disagreed with me. But to me, Drake sounds he hasn't really evolved much as an artist. Like I mean, yeah, his music he consistently can drop club bangers. He knows how to do that. He can consistently drop radio hits that consistently get played. But it ain't. Can he switch it up though and shit? I mean, yeah, these diss tracks, they're diss tracks. You know what I'm saying? He got to. And do y'all think he got a ghost and shit? What about that? You think he got a ghost, or you think that's Drake?
Um, Hard telling on that actually.
I think the Ghost Rider came out for Drake.
Cause I've heard both that he uses a ghostwriter, and I heard that he does got a pen though. I've heard that there was people that was actually in the studio with him and seen him writing his shit, his music.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
But I mean, cause to me
Yeah.
that's why I don't think Eminem will respond to Benzino, cause I think he would respond to the ghostwriter before he would respond to Benzino now. Now that Benzino put it all the way out there and the ghostwriter's out there. So
Yeah.
go check out Panda Chop News. He got the video up and shit. Shout out Panda Chop News. So you can check that out.
Yeah. So
Benzino's ghostwriter.
nobody's been talking about doing a couple diss tracks here. Yeah.
Thing. We got that'll be coming up real soon. I already talked with both parties involved, all parties involved. We're gonna have the Hood Smokers podcast is gonna have the Lincoln Panda show on here. So get ready for that.
Yeah.
That's gonna be dope. We're gonna set it up. And we just gonna talk hip hop, you know what I'm saying? What's going on in hip hop and shit. It's gonna
Yeah.
be kinda like
It
a
don't have to go that way. Yeah. But
almost like the
some
round table and shit. How we used to do the round tables.
yeah. Oh, yeah. But yeah, we kind of want to ask a little bit on that because I mean, Brother King X heard the same thing I heard. Like, don't you think like the beat should almost like let you know, oh shit, the beat should almost let you know, oh, okay, it's about to go down. Like where you could just tell it's not gonna be like some, yeah. If it sounds like a love song, let it be a love song, but don't pick a love song beat to do a diss track. Right? It's just start out with like word, da da da. Like it's a warning.
Like
Oh
you
shit.
said, then he started off all low and emotional. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just saying. No, yeah.
Sorry, I love you, but it sounds like you want to say,
It's not-
but I'm sorry. I love you, you sound like you gonna start off. I love you, but I gotta dish you.
Yeah, I love you, but I gotta do this. Yeah. Sorry.
Yo, yo,
Yeah.
don't wipe your tears. Let me get some tissue.
Oh man, the reactors are going crazy. Queen's Flip is live right now, fucking reacting to the Drake one and shit, dog.
Yeah.
Shout out to Queen's Flip. He's the one. He ran up on Benzino and was like trying to give him a hug after I dropped the diss track. Benzino needs a hug. Shout out to Queen's Flip and shit. You know what I'm saying? I've talked to him. I think that he's doing better on his own than with Joe Button, if you ask me and shit. Queen's Flip didn't need Joe Button. I think he brought more to Joe Button's show than he didn't like wasn't valued. You know what I'm saying? Joe Budden's too cocky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No button. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. So right now you can't hear that. Yeah. But yeah. No, we just want to know your opinion on that. So
Yeah,
people
I
are
just dropped the
doing.
link in there.
But don't drop these
Benzino's
tracks to
ghostwriter.
love songs. It's kind of like what we're saying personally. Like maybe that's the new age. Maybe love songs like is the new way for diss tracks, and
Right.
that's what we're old heads in. All right.
Yeah, and they'll just kiss and make up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I see you
Oh
tonight.
man.
Like, whatever.
And you know what that song sound like?
Well,
Remind me of that old song by the Manhattan. Sound like he just say, "Let's just kiss and say goodbye."
yeah. So yeah.
But it's more like these tracks more like that make up the breakup song.
Let's talk about that, yeah. You know, like, and especially like when you look at some of his, like, yeah, some of these people is homies like that. Like, all right, come on.
Reaction. I'm not gonna play this Drake, y'all, on YouTube.
No, it's not like, I'm
All
sorry,
right, let's see.
sorry I dissed you, but I missed you.
First I was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork of the cabinet is filed in?
I don't know if he's a like he didn't do no dirt to rat on nobody. Why is he saying like I mean so he's saying he ain't a rat. He's just basically saying whoever Kendrick getting his stories from, they clowns. Hold on,
There
let me
might
speak
be
it
a
back.
new character made.
Let me see what he's saying. He's talking here. Let's see what he's saying.
When I say I hit your back, it's a lot safer.
There's some pillow talk right here.
Yeah, like for real. He's sweet talking to Kendrick Lamar.
I'm not gonna lie, this shit was
Yeah,
some good exercise. Like,
Kendrick, listen to me here.
get your pen work out.
In your
You
ear.
would be a worthy
Yeah,
competitor if I was
yeah,
really a predator.
but it's
You
not
weren't fucking
flavor.
lying there with a locker and editor, but it is what it is.
It
It
is
is
what
We
it
what
is.
it
definitely
is.
got this shit burnt the fuck out though. Like,
He said we got it burnt
you
the
got
fuck out.
10 more records to drop.
10 more
Maybe,
records to drop.
For
maybe,
the
maybe
last one, we
cultural
finessed you into
differences. I'm
telling a
from
story
Canada.
that
I
doesn't
was
even
kind of
exist.
jealous when you hooked up with
And then you
Wayne.
go and drop
It's been
mixtapes
out
with
for
a
an
track
hour.
cover
It
that
only
ain't
got
even
5,000
really
views
like
though.
that.
That ain't that many.
That would be some shit I could
Okay.
dance to if you
All
was
right.
It's number 16 trending on music right
Jealous.
now.
You
Kendrick
know,
was
at least
doing
your
better than
fans
him.
are getting some raps out of you. I'm happy I
There
can
you
motivate
go.
you.
He said he's
Good
happy
man.
he
It's
can
over there.
motivate him to bring him back in the game.
Just
Yeah,
let me know when we get into the facts.
He said he's glad his fans could get
Everything in
some
my
new
shit is
music.
facts.
yeah.
I'm waiting on you to return the favor. Like,
But waiting on you to return the favor.
Man,
Whoa.
that shit was kind of weird though. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know what
that
Drake's
was a
on.
little bit on the weird side. I mean, come on. Could we be honest? Yeah. Yeah, that's a little weird. Yeah. Yeah. No, I just like shout out to, like that was an honor to have Champtown. Look forward to having them back on with us. Shout out to, you know, my two brothers on here with me, Brother King X and Gutta. As always, honor. Uh Hope everybody enjoyed the show right there. But yeah, let us know your opinion on these current diss tracks, because like I just think the beats are almost killing it because it just sounds like a love song. It's hard to hear. Yeah, just saying.
Mhm.
Go ahead, go ahead, brother, brother King.
Being real, that's what they sound like.
Yeah,
Like they sound like a couple that like the odd couple that just broke up.
yeah. Just saying. Yeah, like when it sound like
Sound
an
like
angry beat. Yeah, then you got
yeah,
oh
it was
shit, this
like
dude.
pillow talk. Drake was pillow talking to him at the
Right.
end there.
And especially at the end when you heard that talking, you're like, yeah,
Listen to that Drake diss. I want everybody out there go listen to the Drake diss. Then go listen to Hit 'Em Up or No Vaseline or Real Motherfucking G's or Dollars and Cents. Just go listen to one of them, and I guarantee you it's gonna hit way different and shit. Dog. Way different. You gonna see what
yeah. No Vaseline. Yeah.
fucking Pac like he's screaming on that bitch. Fuck you. You fat motherfucker, that's why I fucked your bitch. He's yelling. He ain't pillow talking, you know what I'm saying? Like Drake,
Right.
like, yeah, I'm glad I could have brought your fans back. Yeah. I'm glad I made you make some music.
Yeah,
My
I'm glad I made you
my
some music.
Canadians still got my back.
Hey, I'll even give props to freaking Benzino at least with a diss track against Eminem, right?
Right. And then
Yeah.
when dog
At least it ain't start off like a love song.
Yeah,
hey
yeah, it
Drake
didn't
dissed
start with love
fucking
song. Yeah, exactly.
Rakim, dog. Did you hear that, brother King X? That Drake when Drake did on that last one he dissed fucking Rakim. Like,
Yeah.
how you gonna? Who is Drake to diss Rakim? Come on.
Yeah.
We just listened to it too, Chester McFly. We just listened to it
Rakim was
live,
just
and sounded like
destroyed.
pillow talk.
Yeah.
Chester McFly says, so basically he says that he had people put out fake information about the daughter. The daughter wasn't real, and he made a whole song about it. I mean, yeah,
Oh,
we heard that he was saying like a lot of shit. Like he was basically just trying to like say everything that Kendrick was saying was lies and shit. When Kendrick was saying, "You don't want me to speak the truth on you," like while you spitting this shit, like snitching and ratting and telling shit on me, you don't want me to speak the truth on you.
yeah. Well, there you have it.
I mean, I don't know. Chester McFly said then Drake saying that basically Whitney Kendrick Lamar's wife is not with him because he beat. All right, that's allegedly Chester McFly, so I ain't gonna keep on reading that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
So I don't know nothing about none of that. Shout out to our
Right, no
West Coast homies in
confirmation, no proof
Compton.
facts, so we just gonna leave that alone.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I don't know the facts on it, so I can't speak on it.
But we do know Adam 22 likes to get his lady,
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
that's
pregnant.
a whole nother
Yeah,
story, dog.
we do
Yeah,
know that. So that,
he on that Diddy ish. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah,
we know that
allegedly. You're
DD.
right, Chester McFly. Allegedly.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, but with Adam 22, I think even Vlad's starting to get put out there more and more. Like people already knew, but I feel like he's getting put out even more. Like now, it's people that really know. Like, dog, you really fucking like this
Yeah.
dude is a
And
stone
it's
cold
getting
snake.
worse the more he shows his face too. Haven't you noticed? You see his
Yeah, I'm
face
gonna go
more.
back and probably listen to it again, Chester McFly. I mean, one
Yeah.
thing I'll give these guys is at least they're making the songs like 5-6 minutes. I think even one of them was 7 minutes. You know what I'm saying? They're not like minute and a
Yeah.
half, 2 minutes like how it's been the last 20 years. It seemed like.
Well, I understand that, if it's short and to the point, but don't make a whole entire love
Oh
ballad,
yeah. Well, they
dude.
have been making them like where they're even using like three different beats. They're chopping it up with like different flows. They both been doing that. I peeped and shit. But yeah, a lot of people been saying Chris Brown got the hardest diss track of 2024 though.
Um, Actually, yeah, from my personal opinion, I don't know how you feel about it, brother King X, but to me it was like, yeah, the Chris Brown one was like, and that's coming from a dude who ain't known to be a rapper, Chris
But did he
Brown.
write that? That's what I want to know. Did Chris Brown's pen write that, or did he have a ghostwriter?
It sounded like it had the most passion to it.
Yeah, he did, and he was talking about he would have beat his ass in certain situations where he actually
That's
seen him.
that's why I think he didn't have ghostwriters. That's why I think.
Yeah,
But
because he was talking about actual situations where they were together that they would know
in
about.
some ways, you can just tell the vibe was like, yeah, he wanted. I see you on. It's on.
Breezy, too breezy. He got the fucking hardest diss track of 2024.
Yeah, there you go.
And I think Drake, as far as Drake goes, I think Pusha T still went the hardest on him and shit. I think
Yeah,
Pusha got him, and that's why he didn't respond. Because Pusha is one of them rappers that could end your career with
yeah.
bars, dog. He's
But like
cold
I
with
said earlier, I'm just waiting for the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC to go at it.
it.
'Cause I just think that'll be the most hip hop we've ever heard
I'm
in
still
a long
waiting to see No Pants and Eminem, dog. I'm still waiting for it. No Pants and Eminem going at it, dog.
time. Eminem, who's down for that?
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
man. Shout out to everybody out there, y'all. Yeah, it was a dope episode. We're like 3 hours and 20 minutes in already, so that's fire and shit. We gonna keep bringing them. We got Jamal Ward coming up this Wednesday. We got I believe it's this Saturday night, but I gotta check the calendar. We got Craig B from Beats by the Pound, but I
yeah.
gotta go check the calendar.
Right
If
there.
not, if I'm
Salute.
getting the flyers wrong, my bad. But you can find them everywhere. Follow us. The links are down below. And if you
Yeah.
want to buy us a blunt or a coffee or whatever, donate $1 to the show. Our cash apps are down there. Any one of us, me, Jay Gutta, Blatonio, Todd, Brother King X, is down there to support the show because we do it for the love of hip hop. Like Champtown said, let's keep it hip hop. That's what we do. We keep it hip hop and we do it for the love. And that's why we continue to keep bringing you these legends that we're bringing you out of
Yeah.
respect and shit for the game.
Yeah. And on top of that, also that being said, like anybody you want to send our way, send them our way. We'll, bring them on.
Most
It doesn't have to be, up and coming. Yeah, send them our way.
Facts. All right. Well, I'm gonna on that note, I'm gonna jump up out of here. I'm gonna listen to that Drake song again too. So Chester McFly, when I talk to you when we go live again, make sure y'all check out Chester McFly. Go subscribe if you haven't already.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
so I
definitely.
can I want to be able to have like be up on it and shit. And we'll be going live. We go live all week long. If y'all just want to chop it up with like me and Brother King X and Blatonio Todd on the Hood Smoker Podcast, y'all can catch us live during the week. So hit that notification bell. It's not an official Hood Smoker Podcast episode. It's just chopping it up with us. We talk about all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, send them our way, Chester McFly. I know you got a couple guests. I mean, we rock with Philly, Detroit to the world. You know what I'm saying? It's all elements and all genres. But much love, Blatonio Todd, Brother King X. Shout out to Chester McFly. Southwest CC. Shout out to Champtown again. Everybody that tapped in and shit. It's all love. Hip hop. Anything y'all want to say, and we're going to jump into the outro. Brother King X, anything you want to say before we jump up out of here? I got you on the big screen.
Nothing really. Much love to everybody that came on. Much respect to everybody. Shout out to everybody that support the podcast. All the hood smokers from Black Jesus, Joshua on down to Gangsta Nip, to our people in the SPC, to the damn twins. Everybody. Too many of y'all to name.
Hell yeah. Hey, Blatonio Todd, anything? You're on the big screen now, Blatonio Todd.
That's about it. I just, like I said, like my brothers right here, Chester McFly, Christopher Jordan, everybody, much love. And thanks for tuning in and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
The moral of the story, don't make diss tracks to love beats. That's kind of just personally saying.
Right. And go check out. Damn, maybe this will work. Maybe if I click. No, see, I'm clicking the. Wait, there I am. Holy shit!
Wait a minute. You came on for a minute.
There I am. And I'm over here though. Why is the camera over here though? My camera's out of the way. I'm here, y'all.
Yeah.
How the fuck did that happen at the end of the show and shit, man? I'm telling you, dog. They're trying to stop us, but they can't stop us because we can't be stopped.
It takes a nation of millions to hold us back.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
So much love. Appreciate everybody coming on. Y'all coming on. We gonna keep doing this shit. We on 275 and another 24 episodes, dog. We on season 4 of the Hood Smoker Podcast. So we gonna revamp some stuff.
Goodbye.
And real quick, I'll give it 1 minute. We're at 3:23 when it hits 3:24. Anybody can name 3 Talib Kweli songs right now. You got 45 seconds now. Counting. You can win a prize. You're gonna win something.
1, 2, 3.
You got we're down to 28. It's at 28. I'm watching the clock right now. So when that shit hits 24,
yeah.
We need 3 Talib Kweli songs. If y'all can name 3 Talib Kweli songs, y'all win a prize.
Mine is Just to Get By. Just to Get By.
Fuck it, you can have Just to Get By. Give me 2 more. We just helped y'all out. You're down to 12 seconds. You better get it in there. 10, 9.
I could do 5 Little Pup songs before I could 5 Talib Kweli songs.
2, 1. All right. And no winner on episode 275 for the 3 Talib songs. You would think by now somebody would be prepared and shit and jump to the chat.
Yeah.
But not like they gonna ask the question. Eventually they gonna ask. Name 3 Talib songs.
Come on here, yeah.
But all right, y'all. Peace out. It was honor having everybody on here. Everybody that showed up. Everybody that's catching this on the replay, man. Continue to support. We love y'all, man. It's all love. Peace out, Brother King X, Blatonio Todd. I'll holler at y'all in a minute.
Yeah.
We out of here, y'all. Chester McFly, we'll holler at you. Salute y'all. Peace.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. We out of here, y'all. The Hood Smoker Podcast 275, and we out.
What up, though? Welcome to the Hood Smoker Podcast, the hottest #1 podcast based out of Detroit, Michigan. And now, with your hosts, Jay Gutta, Brother King X, Blatonio Todd, and the rest of the Hood Smoker Squad. We don't do no Vlad stuff. We don't do no Adam stuff. We keep packing in the legends, respect them, and keep adding up. So pack a blunt or 2, maybe grab a brew and a snack for you, and leave behind your attitude and get ready as we snap into the Hood Smoker Podcast.